All right. I believe we are recording. So, welcome to Shetuj Min Camp or I am getting autopilot.
What?
Isles. Yeah, no autopilot there. That was autopilot. Wow, that was autopilot. Isles of Zarrith,
Nice.
Guess I'm not
session
supposed to
5
be here.
here.
You
Maybe,
know.
maybe
Isles
I'm
of
not the
Zarrith,
one that needed a nap.
right? Isles of Zarrith, session 5. Isles of Zarrith, session 5.
Hey.
Yippee.
Yep, as you can see, we're all a little tired. Like we're all a little tired, but we're all here. Oh man, I'm excited because this is the place that I spent this was like one of the first places I designed when I made this campaign. Like this is like settlement wise, like I made countries and shit, but this city in particular, as well as these isles, were like one of the biggest things I made at first.
Nice.
But anyways, are you guys ready to continue into this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. But when has that ever stopped us?
All right. When last we left our newfound adventurers, the party had managed to defeat the Hollow Revenant, Lord Magnus Ashenvale, and return Richard Beaumont to his father, Duke Beaumont. After spending some time in the town of Sarai, the party had been escorted to Elysin, where they were awarded an estate by the Duke, as well as citizenship. Along the way, they saw the famous chandelier, an aspect of this city, of floating gems that create an aurora borealis-like effect. Now, as sundown is near, we have you guys enter the city. So, let me first show you guys the map.
I'm the moon.
Now, keep in mind, I'm not showing you the whole city map yet. And this was something I had to make, so it's not the best thing ever, because I'm not good at city making. But I'm happy with it.
You do fine.
So, as I've described before, the city of Elysin is not really one city. It is several cities. It's three isles that make up an entire city. Where you guys are heading is the outer district. So, I believe you guys should be on the map.
We see something.
Yep. Go to the bottom, and that's the first part of the city.
Neat.
Yep.
Cool.
Riding along in the carriage, which there's two, because I know some of you would not want to be that cramped together. You would find that there's a bit of an there's a bit of a outside community to the city that's not represented on the map, some farmland, stuff like that. The city is surrounded by walls, and notably, it is extremely well protected with several guard towers, and even from the outskirts, at sea, you can see man-made bridges that attach to the other parts of the city, though it's hard to gauge. Notably, towards the northeastern part of the city, there is a large building, almost akin to a castle, mixed with the elements of a temple. Looks like it looks like a Capitol building if you've ever seen one. And notably, there are multiple docks on the western side of the city that you see ships kind of leaving from and entering from, even around sunset. The carriage driver, kind of an elderly, half-elf gentleman, you know, would just say, "This is your first time in the city, is that right?"
Yes, that is correct.
Correct.
Well,
Yeah, this.
good.
No, Belona was just like, if she's just throw like, this is the first time I've ever seen anything like this. I didn't even. This is incomprehensible to me.
All right. Well, you lot are adventurers, so you should be fine. You eventually approach the city gates where there's a couple of guards there, just generic schlocks. Paperwork's presented, and you're allowed in. Now, you'll get to explore the city later, as it is starting to get closer to night, but you are escorted to your estate. As you arrive at the estate, you will see that it's a red roof tinted building with a dead tree outside, gated from the rest of the community, with elements of some little dirt. It doesn't look. It looks like it's been cared for more than the map will show. There's a well outside of it, as well as it looks like on the third floor there's a patio area. Let me show you the map.
Okay.
I'm the man.
Ooh, okay.
Huh, not bad.
I just see a roof.
Nice.
Yes, you
There's
do.
a garden with vegetables. Ugh, vegetables.
That's what I've done for you.
Yes, yes,
hate
there
that.
is.
That's a very autistic thing to say.
Even worse
anyways-
to watch.
If you guys, would you guys like you're presented to a stage which has been signing all your names that you have signed? Would you like to explore the estate?
Yes.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
All right, so
Duh.
it's still sunset, by the way. As you guys enter, the main hall is like that you're presented with is right here at the front. Notably, towards your right, there is a staircase with a couch and table, looks like to be a waiting area, and a potted plant that looks decently cared for. To the left is the kitchen area, where it looks like you have all your basic supplies. It looks like, you know, you got enough food for to last like you at least 2 weeks for you to buy some. To your right would be a dining hall area with 7 chairs, though it looks like you can easily fit an 8th. There looks to be a fireplace there, complete with a chimney. The first series of bedrooms is to the upper left side, near where the entrance to the back door is. Going further down to the right, there seems to be a display area with a red carpet, followed by a desk area, nothing important on there, and a lounge area with yet another fire pit place. Moving up to the second floor, yes, you guys have a second floor, and yes, I had to make sure that these things were the same map.
Okay.
Moving up to the second floor, there seems to be more bedrooms with windows. First one to the left, up there. There appears to be 2 bathtubs, as plumbing's not really a thing yet, so it's all bucket and in a bathtub mentality here. With a master bedroom on the top right corner. Again, another like connected to the chimney area. With a more of a lavish guest room in the center area with a chest where you can hold things. The master bedroom has 2 wardrobes, empty for you guys' convenience, as well as a chest. There seems to additionally be 2 more beds and a single bedroom with something in the middle. This is your guys' estate. Oh, and finally, out
Dibs.
back there is a shed with where you can supply things. Where like it's a storage room basically.
Okay.
Interesting. This is cool.
That's where I'll sleep.
It is.
Dibs in the shed.
No, I want the shed.
You guys can't RP. And,
No,
like,
you already click.
you guys
You
can't
already
actually.
click where you
Yeah,
want
I
it.
know.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
want the
say
shed.
you guys can't RP where you want to be, for the record. So go right ahead.
We should roll to see who gets the shed.
Um,
I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say we roll to get to see who gets the master bedrooms, but okay.
I was gonna say who
Um,
wants the master bedroom?
Oh,
I would like it.
Alona,
just
would you
want,
say
All right, Pagan gets the
go
master
on?
bedroom.
I just want the space big enough where I can put it forward.
It looks like you know, like there's like the shed could be like a place where you can make a forge, as well as you know you can cut down those dead trees as well.
Yeah.
Like you can expand on this
Uh.
property. This is legally yours now, so you can't. You just need the gold for it.
Yes, cutting down trees in front of the druid. That'll work well.
Druid.
Alex, can you show the second floor again?
Yes, I
Please?
can.
yes, please.
Thank you. So there's 2
So the one with the red bed,
bedroom?
so the one with the red bedroom with the wardrobes, that is the like master bedroom. Like that's probably where the Duke slept. It is like, you know, it has the more fire establishment. This is like a big guest room type deal.
Like here.
Yeah, that's like a
It's
more
a
lavish
two-bed-
guest room.
It's a 2-person bed though.
Yep.
I'm claiming
Pagan
they
will
will
Alona
take-
will say. If
No,
Alona will
no,
say,
I call.
Pagan takes the master bedroom.
Yeah, Pagan did call dibs on the master bedroom. I believe Jet C called dibs on the blue bed, the room with the blue bed.
I'm claiming
Yeah,
this one then.
I'll.
That
I'm
is
gonna-
like
I'm
you can
gonna
share that
take
room with
that
someone
That's
else.
a
one.
Genevieve.
2-person bed.
Yeah,
That's
so you can,
2-person
yeah,
bedroom.
so you can share that with someone else. Would anyone like to share a room with Genevieve?
I will raise my hand. I will say like I can sleep I am really not used to sleeping alone. I hope that is not a problem. I can share.
That's fine, but I'm banning you from cooking.
Oh, it's so
You like my cooking. Is that when did this
We'll
happen?
work on perfecting your skills. How about that? And then
Ah.
Seiko just walks outside.
Sure.
Which Seiko? What room would you like?
She's taking the shed.
You have claimed dibs on the shed.
Psycho,
Wow.
you could room with me.
Yay.
Do you respond to that, Seiko?
He paused it.
She pauses and turns to look at Pagan, and she's just like, are you sure?
She now feels like she did something wrong, so her head is hanging in shame. Well, I
Aw.
mean, you go.
Oh, no, you didn't. No, you did nothing wrong.
You can share it.
You know what? Sure.
All right, Pagan and Seiko are sharing a bed. Genevieve and Bellona are sharing a room. Jesse has his own room. Silas, where would you like to be?
I can be in the room with the purple carpet.
Okay, would anyone like to room with Silas?
Fuck it. I'm out of. I'll just take the other bed.
Okay, so I believe everyone's roomed except, let's see, I believe...
Me.
Skyless.
Yep,
I
Skyless,
believe.
what bed would you like?
I
Okay, so
that one.
Skyless,
Like this one.
you get the big bed all to yourself.
Yay!
There. Tiny satyr in big bed. I was just like, I
Gotta have
can
room
be
to gotta have room
strong.
to stretch out those deer legs.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh dear.
Okay,
Oh dear.
Which is the room for
I
Genevieve?
fucking love your shell.
this one is
What?
all-
Okay.
Are you guys, make sure to write down
You said,
notes,
"Oh dear,"
so,
the same time.
make sure to write down notes. I'm going to be writing some down in a sec, too, so,
I'm putting a big old S in this room in pink.
all right. So,
Bro, I was.
the half elf, the driver who's escorting you out this, he'll just like bid you guys a farewell, a good night, and just begin heading back to the town of Sarai.
That's sorted out. J and B.
Thank God you did it in that order. I was like,
I will-
Well,
I will.
I'm just insulted you would go down on that. Man, this blows. Anyways,
Why? For Yarg.
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 but anyways, you guys can
I guess I'll
RP at
just
this
put,
point. While you guys are doing that, you guys can RP. By the way, to explain this out of game, this is your home. This is your group home. You guys can renovate it as you wish. You can keep it private. You can try to turn it into a public place of business, a music hall, a smith. It's whatever you guys want to do with it.
So what you're saying is I need to finally
Make it a correct again.
Repeat.
So what you're
Repeat.
saying?
Go ahead.
So what you're
I-
saying is I need to download Sims and recreate this.
True. True.
I mean, you could, but yeah, no. This is literally your estate. Now it will cost you money, but you can do whatever you want with it. Anything that require renovations, that'll cost you money. Like, let's say you want to turn it into something else, you just gotta say what that is, and I'll give you a cost.
I have a question.
Go right ahead.
Does this place have a basement?
Roll investigation.
Better have a wine cellar.
You
With a
want
corp?
me?
There is a
to
wine
roll
cellar. There's a wine cellar in the
investigation?
kitchen. There is a wine cellar in the kitchen. It
Wine
looks like
ce-
there's a kitchen.
Wine cellars are usually underground.
Yes,
Those
they
are usually
usually
the basement.
are.
Yeah.
They usually are. Investigation, Genevieve.
Okay. Insight.
No, there's no basement.
God damn it! No.
Yeah,
And
there's
the
nothing.
rest of us rolled, as because we would be
I'll-
exploring the estate.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
I want to
I
roll
want to see particularly
investigation.
if there are like books.
I'ma use my guidance.
Okay.
Only I had.
There is no basement entrance
Investigation.
within the house.
Soft 20.
Within
Well,
the house, you say?
There is no
Hey,
basement
well,
entrance
Seiko-
within the
Okay.
house.
Well,
Within the
Seiko
house,
did
exactly.
okay, so after Seiko accepted the sleeping arrangements, she did go outside.
Oh, why do you jam later?
Okay, you went outside. You didn't declare before you rolled, though, so
Oh.
that would be a whole new roll.
Mm,
Yep,
That's fair.
yep. So you may roll a separate investigation, Seiko, for the outside. Where are you looking outside?
Well, near the shed probably, or
Okay.
just in the back area of the home.
Okay.
She'll just be looking around in the
All right,
back area.
I will say,
total.
focusing on the shed, roll investigation. Nope, you don't find
Okay.
anything. Also, speaking of,
This
does anyone
really-
else go outside to search?
Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
why
I
not?
thought that's what the
Why not?
investigation was for, not
All
just
right,
for
one at a
like
time.
the inside of
One
the
at,
house.
no, I did specifically say the inside of the house. Now, okay, one at a time. Cass, would you like to go out?
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. Pagan, would you like to go outside?
Yeah. Pagan follows Seiko anywhere.
Fair
so
Jesse, would you like to go outside?
No, he's gonna stay in his room.
Okay.
It's room
Genevieve,
time.
would you like to go outside?
Yes, please.
Skyless, would you like to go outside?
No, she would be too busy decorating her room.
You
my
have,
God.
yeah, you can do so with the
I get
equipment you
the
have.
feeling-
Seiko, I already know you.
Oh,
Genevieve, or Bologna, would you like to go outside?
I would like to go outside. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna everyone roll investigation checks, and Sylvanas, because I'm gonna call you that for the sake of NPCs.
Oh, hell yeah!
Fair
Would
enough.
you like to?
Damn, bro.
I'll use guidance again.
All right, Genevieve,
that
where are
is
you
a
searching?
fresh five.
Wow. No, that doesn't matter.
Where
Very
am
good
I
one.
searching?
Yes.
I'm searching around here.
Where? Repeat.
I'm searching around this area.
If you're pinging, I cannot see it. I see it now. Okay.
I
That
can
area,
see it.
bound down towards the bit to the north side of the house, the little estate. You don't find anything with that net 20. In fact, none of you guys find any sort of basement.
Oh, so there is no basement.
Where you look, there is no
That we
basement.
know of.
Huh.
This area that
I
you
mean, there's
looked at,
two people
That
did-
wording tells me
Right.
there is. We just don't see it.
and Bologna.
Right.
Out of curiosity, you know what? Just to be fair about this, roll a d100. Because it is
100.
Because it is night. I just kind of want to see if you do this. Higher is worse. I'm just gonna
Okay.
put it like that.
It
Bologna.
is-
Bologna. Okay, no,
Aw.
guys. Bologna. I was not expecting this to happen tonight. Yay. Bologna. You look up and you realize, oh man, you've actually never seen the moons before.
What do you mean?
Like you in your life, have never seen the moons. So yeah, you just realize, oh shit, this is the first time I'm seeing, you've never seen a full moon before, and there are two right in the sky.
Oh, I will write it in my freaking
look-
diary. I
yeah.
will
And you look up, and as you're pointing out your diary, you all watch as Bologna kind of goes limp in sort of a trance.
Oh.
I fucking called it. I called it. I called
Guys,
it.
everything's fine.
Well, since Seiko was with her earlier, she's got some insight as to what the fuck just
Bologna.
happened.
Let me double check this because I want to see, because I'm making this fair for you.
Yes.
I need you to make me a something saving throw. Let me just see.
Everything's fine. What could go wrong, bro?
I need you to make
Oh,
me a
everything's
constitution. I need you to make me a constitution saving throw.
All right.
And me and Jesse and Skylar are inside.
Yep.
They're a werewolf, aren't they?
Oh
Oh no!
Joe!
Oh no, that's
Joe!
awful.
Joe!
Everything's
Would you like to say that out
I
loud
don't-
for
I
the
don't
recording?
That's a 6.
That
That's
is a
a
natural
natural
one.
Natural
Oh
one. Yeah.
This is gonna
no!
end it
Joe,
terribly.
I would like you to describe what happens as I'm going to post what you sent me.
Do we get to see art?
Okay.
I need to see art. Give me.
Oh no!
Describe
Yeah,
what
guys.
happens
Are
next.
they?
You guys see how she takes her bag, the book, the diary, and she opens it, looks up, tears the book apart.
What?
Give me.
Her limbs
Oh.
Art.
Guys,
elongating,
guys.
and without, she starts like sobbing, like a wounded animal, and you see how she grows. Her bones start like cracking in an unnatural sound, and her eyes start like shedding this light. While you see
This. You all see this.
Fucking called it.
As you
Awooga.
Oh that! Oh shit!
Oh, are
Yeah.
we seeing Professor? Wait a second. Wait a second.
Hello?
Am I getting Professor? I'm getting Professor Lupin werewolf vibes here.
yeah, she's
And I'm
like in pain. You can see like she's not in a barbaric rage. She's like like this whatever this is going on is causing her stress beyond.
Seiko's gonna go straight for her, grab her, and try to carry her into the shed.
All right, so
'Cause I'm assuming the shed might not have.
I will say roll athletics.
windows.
Belota, roll athletics with a +3.
Okay.
I'm rolling. So
You're
is it
rolling at
contesting
normal
athletics?
athletics. You're rolling athletics. They get a +3 to this because they're werewolf form. They get
Okay,
natural
but
strength.
So it's contesting athletics. Alrighty, let's.
Yes,
let's
it is.
go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you just roll athletics and add a +3 to it.
That will be
Make sure to call out your rolls, by the way, because I'm doing some stuff right now and I can't see. So make sure to roll and call out.
Okay,
So
okay.
what was yours,
Uh,
Seiko?
I rolled. I rolled an
roll.
8.
so that is an 8. She made it.
Aggressor technically wins. So, Seiko, you managed to shove Bologna in the shed. And you managed to close the door as you all hear a whoo!
We hear
if you
what?
made a sound, we did not hear it.
Oh, yeah, werewolf howl.
Your mic did not pick it up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
Woo! There, is that better?
Oh lord.
And Seiko, and Seiko will be like, "Someone get me something to block off this fucking door."
Got it.
Got it.
Genevieve's gonna find something big and heavy to block the door.
Hey,
Wait,
looks up a
who's
nearby
got-
log.
Who saw that, by the way?
We all.
Everyone
Everyone
Almost
except
everyone
for
except for
Yeah.
Skyless and
For Jay.
Jesse. They're the only ones who have not seen that.
But you heard the howl.
I think it could be that
Seika,
everyone
okay,
heard the howl.
Skyless and Jamie, roll a perception check. You are in a state with decent walls, so we're gonna make this fair.
12.
I would say you wouldn't hear it.
What?
I'd say you would.
13.
It's the
You both
patty
don't hear
cake.
Yeah, like I said, they're playing patty cake.
I'm gonna try and grab one of the dead branches and block it into the door.
Roll me an athletics check for that.
Right.
Yeah, because Seiko was like blocking the door just to be safe. but,
13.
Like,
Okay, Bologna, would you say in werewolf form you're trying to escape?
When I get grabbed and shoved into the shed, I think the it's just attack. Just go for it. Wah!
All right, so roll me an athletics check, DC 13 to try and escape. 1d4 plus 4 for this form.
are there windows in this shed? By
no,
the way,
there are not.
good.
By one,
I won.
Bologna manages to break free. We're not going combat yet, but Yeah, what do you do?
What do I do? Or Bologna?
Any of you. Any of you.
Okay, so
Okay.
we witness her
The door, yeah, the
break
door.
out of the shed.
Yes, you witness her break
Uh,
out of the shed despite the
Peggy
barricade.
goes to bear hug her.
All right, Pagan, roll
same thing.
athletics.
Same thing with Seiko.
Yeah,
God
Genevieve
damn it.
going to
Rude little doggy.
What do I do?
You okay? I will say you may roll your own athletics check because it was called declared the help action.
I'm gonna. Well, I mean, I did say that Seiko was also going to try to bear hug
All right, so roll your athletics.
Bologna.
Kind of blockading her.
That's better.
Bologna, roll me a athletics check. Same roll.
Damn, bro.
Technically speaking, they are the aggressors, so you are grappled by Seiko. The series of events is, Pagan, you try to go for this elongated Bologna, but they shove you out of the way as they're about to claw you and bite down. Seiko, you may have to hold their maw shut as you're trying to fight them on this.
Okay.
Good. Seiko will turn to Genevieve and say, "Go get Jesse.
Right.
He knows sleep."
Right.
I know sleep too.
Wait, do you?
The two that
She
know
doesn't-
sleep. Are
So
you?
it's based. So this is based off of Seiko's own experience. She does not know that Skyless knows sleep, so that's why she's like, "Go get Jesse."
But yeah, funny enough,
Yep.
Jamie, you're about to go knock on Skyless's door when you hear someone run up the stairs.
Yep.
He's like head is right on the door, just shut. Like he's like, okay, Jamie. I'll come."
Jamie!
Roll wisdom save to see if Jesse comes out.
Yeah, Jesse. Jesse! I mean, fuck.
Yeah, but yeah.
Damn
Damn it!
Yeah,
Jesse disappears and goes,
Yep, Jesse comes out.
it's just,
Okay.
what is it you want?
We need you to cast sleep on Bologna.
Skyless, you do hear this at this point, by the way.
I would assume, considering they're
Yeah,
outside
this
my
is,
door.
This is inside the house. Yeah.
What is happening that needs my assistance with Bologna? She is just a little
He's a
flower.
werewolf!
Just come the fuck on.
By the way,
He
by
just,
the
like,
way,
does
at this point, because you delayed this, Jesse, Seiko and Bologna, roll me athletics checks again, because Bologna's gonna be fighting this.
Crap.
Okay,
Oh, that's really bad.
Sorry.
I mean that's good for you. Okay, Seiko, you're managing to hold that ball. You're like, nope, bad dog, bad dog.
I will pick you up and carry you downstairs at this rate.
No,
You
Seiko's
touch me,
basically.
I'm coming.
All right, Skyless, you come down as well.
Seiko's.
Yeah.
Seiko's basically.
Yeah, so you guys go down. Go ahead. Go
Seiko's
ahead. basically
going, "I will bring you to heal."
Yep, try to do it in character. But anyways, yeah, go ahead. You, Joe, go ahead.
Go for it, Joe.
Like just instinctively, you hear like this twisted voice, like "mother."
Okay, so I'm gonna, okay,
Oh my
Joe,
God.
I'm going to say you cannot speak in this form right now. You are not Bologna.
Okay,
You're- It's more like
I'm assuming they run out.
you run out and you see Seiko holding
Yeah.
back a werewolf Bologna.
This is going to be annoying. And he'll look at them and just go like, fine, I will cease, and snap his finger to cast sleep.
Roll the hit die. This Bologna, your HP is still the same, so we'll see what happens.
It would be everybody within the 20 feet, no?
Uh,
But, yes, but you can.
you can aim it to where it is and
Oh,
hit it.
then-
Yeah.
Then you can.
I was also gonna say like. If it,
Yeah,
if it
Bologna,
affects-
you like the werewolf
Oh.
Bologna's eyes begin to grow heavy
3/8.
and they fall asleep.
3/8
And as they
and
fall
a
asleep,
6 and a 7 with
they
that.
turn back into Bologna.
Who would be
Bologna, you
sleepy
have no
too?
memory of this. I'm just gonna put that out there. With that nat one, you have no memory of this.
I'm okay with Seiko
Insight
falling
roll.
asleep.
That was
If Seiko
37.
okay.
if Seiko
It's
falls
just-
asleep,
it's-
then yeah.
Guys, let me explain. That was 16. Seiko, what's your max HP?
Oh,
There we go. What's your max HP?
23.
You are not asleep. You're fine.
Present.
everybody else in the vicinity.
Bologna has transformed back into humanoid form, but you know she's only asleep for a minute. What do you guys do?
Let's
It
get her
is
inside.
Yeah.
But I don't think we should get her inside. Is she still in werewolf form?
No, she's back to
No.
being
No,
Bologna.
she's,
No, she's in.
she's back to being Bologna. We need to take her into a room that does not have windows.
Every room in this house has windows.
Except for
yeah.
except for these two. Whatever.
Yeah,
also
the
put her back in the
bathroom
shed.
doesn't.
room.
And this
Lock her
room.
in.
Oh wait, no, wait, that has 2 windows. Yeah.
We can
there's
put her
2
back in the
windows.
shed.
Put her
One
back in the shed. Put her back in the shed.
The shed is broken. She
The
can
door
get
is
back
broken.
out of
Yeah,
it.
the door's broken.
Yes. So we need to
Oh,
get her.
never
We
mind.
need to get her into one of these 2 rooms.
Yeah.
You
We have
okay? You
to- we
guys
have to
rush
get
her
her into one of
in,
these 2
and you put her
rooms.
in the bathroom. And after a minute, Bologna, you wake up. You were just outside. You must have passed out. Like what happened?
Oh man, I had a
No.
crazy dream. Where am I?
One of the
You're in the
bathrooms.
restroom.
You're in one of the bathrooms, sweetheart.
Okay, am I alone?
No.
Okay.
Seiko carried her in there.
I was gonna say yeah. So Seiko's with you
Genevieve
in the
would help.
bathtub.
Oh, hello.
Genevieve would have
Pagan
helped.
standing at the door.
One at a time.
Genevieve is in the
Yeah.
corner of the bathroom.
Yep, guys, one at a time. But okay,
Guys,
so like most of you guys are
I
there.
know I said I didn't want to sleep alone, but it doesn't need to be 4 people.
You got with your passive insight. I'm just gonna put this like this, guys. With your passive insight, this is not an act. She has no memory of what just happened.
Seiko is. She had been like petting Bologna's hair, and now she's rubbing her temples. You remember those books that you collected earlier today?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Why is that?
Because I find the moons really pretty, and I wanted to learn more about them. This is, I mean, I'm not complaining. I like this, but this, I can get used to this.
I'm glad that you're appreciating the cuddles. But the moons are out, and you just changed.
The moons are
Bologna,
out.
you know what these creatures are. Like, despite not having memory of this, you only know of one creature that that changes like that. Were creatures, lichens. But you're not one of those. I mean,
Okay.
you never transformed.
Okay. No. No.
Okay. Yes.
Bologna, look at me.
Oh. I look.
I don't lie. I don't lie about things that are important. You did change.
I
Werewolf.
that is no, that is not true. That I've never I am 20 something years old. I never this is not a thing. I don't do this. All right?
Have you ever
Stop
have you ever
lying.
seen the Have you ever seen the moon before, sweetheart?
Bologna, you've seen the moon plenty of times, just never a full moon.
I keep track of I have it in my diary. I keep track of it. Like I know these things. I lived with
Why?
my grandma for so many years. It's never. That's not a thing I do.
Yes.
Why? But you've never seen the full moon, correct? Then you've had to keep track of it for a reason, correct?
You just know your grandmama always
I-
told you to.
I fall asleep before that. My grandmama always she helped me with it with the diary.
But why?
Why did she help me?
Why did she have you keep track of the moons?
To prove, to know, because okay. Oh yes, I get it. I get it. A long time ago, some crazy stuff happened, but I got my powers. I got powers. I didn't become a werewolf. I got my sorcery powers. That's it. And
But
I've been keeping track of them all because I'm curious about it. Nothing has ever happened.
I just held your maw closed to keep you from biting any of us.
I had
I
to run
promise you, I
in.
am not lying.
I had to run in and get Jamie to put you to sleep.
Oh God.
By the way, if
Oh,
you guys want to roll nature checks on werewolves, except for you, Bolona, because you have no experience with them, you know basic knowledge. Each culture
Fine.
will have different knowledge.
Nope.
Nature checks, you said?
Genevieve, you don't know. Skyless, okay.
21.
Sylvanas, okay. Seiko.
No.
Echo.
So, let's go. Okay, pagan. That makes sense for you, honestly.
You said his. You said nature.
Nature, yes. And you're currently in Jesse. Okay.
Yep.
Skyless, with your travels, werewolves have always had a few creatures to them. You've heard tales specifically of a noble werewolf who years ago sealed away some evil dark lord. You know were creatures. They, full moon, stuff like that. Sylvanas, you know that lichens are actually a curse designed by one of the demons of this world, particularly the Lord of Murder, in an effort to create more chaos and murder. It was a curse given to the first mortal who have it by a Lord of Murder. However, natural born lichens were able to avoid the chaotic nature of the transformation, so they were safe, but they could never be free of the curse. So it was a catch-22. Seiko, in Yuma, where creatures are seen as similar to yokai. They're seen as these abominations that must be hunted and killed. You've never fought one yourself. They're rare in Yuma, but they are considered exceptionally dangerous. And Jamie, in the Asgard Federation, werewolves are seen as your typical creatures of the night. They are seen as creatures who wish to spread their curse. And again, created by the Lord of Murder, Demercon. All of you, Skyless, Sylvanas, Seiko, and Jesse, know that the only way to hurt a were creature is with silver. Magic weapons do not do anything to a lichen. To a curse lichen. It can only be a silvered weapon or a spell. Not even you can have an artifact, and if that thing isn't coated in silver, it can't hurt. It cannot hurt them. That is a homebrew rule of this world that I'm revealing. Some things need silver to actually hurt it.
Alright, okay.
So yeah, for example, Seiko, if you try using your moon swords against it, wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah, you also saw how the goblins beat the freak out of me.
What?
The goblins in the first fight, they freaking spear me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll put it like this: the lichen form is that.
Okay.
Yeah, the lichen
The
form.
normal
Now that
form.
if she is a cursed being who was cursed into being a werewolf, silver will hurt her. If she is a natural born lichen, well, first off, that's rare because again, the natural borns have lichens. Natural born lichens can be hurt by, regular weapons because that's part of the catch-22. They don't get the immunity.
We must ask, Bologna, what exactly did happen that led to you acquiring the power you wield?
Okay. I can tell you, as long as you guys don't just rally against me, I got beat by a werewolf.
She sighs.
Okay, here's the thing. some night I I did something that I shouldn't have done, and one thing led to another, and me and my mother and my father and my grandmama were attacked, and both of my parents perished, and my grandmama and me managed to hide, and they just left, and ever since then, I will like I will take the scarf that I always have. I take it off, and I take my gloves off, and you see that the entire every piece of her skin is like there is a scar.
It looks like she
I will
was clawed something fierce. Like, this looks like a survivor of a Lycan attack.
Seiko hugs her closer.
I never this never happened. I
Because-
would not.
Because I believe you mentioned your grandmother has you document the phases of the moon and the track when there was a full one.
Yeah.
They only. The curse of lycanthropy only shows itself during a full moon. So she made sure that
Oh, actually, there were
you never. So she most likely made sure that you never. You were never out during one.
By the way, Seiko and Savannah specifically, when there is a when there are 3 full moons, were creatures, only the cursed ones, I might add, gain a ridiculous amount of power from it. They are at their most dangerous during a triple full moon.
Makes sense.
I guess my mama passed away very recently.
Do you know what she passed away from?
She was old. She got a cold and she couldn't make it.
I'm sorry for your loss. She goes back to petting Bologna, still hugging her in the bathtub.
Is this true though? This is true.
What do you?
I am a monster.
You're not a monster.
You're no monster.
You are simply like many of us, Bologna, victims of unfortunate circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys are not safe.
I will give Sylvanas this, by the way. I'm going to DM you some information, Richard.
Okay.
We're safe as long
Bologna.
as you're. Go ahead.
We've never really been safe before we even met each other.
Do you want to sleep with me in the same room?
Yes, you wanted to sleep in the same room with me, and I'm going to keep to that.
I don't know.
We'll just take some extra precautions.
Exactly.
It'll be fine.
We're adventurers. It's a hazard of the
Bologna,
job.
I will tell you this. You know that the next full moon is until the 24th on Green Dawn on Griste. This world's version of Saturday. From there, from the 24th, 25th, 26th, or 24th, 25th, and then the 1st and 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, oh wow, like in 7th of Cloudheart, there's at least one full moon. So there are going to be 9 days of a full moon.
Oh my
Oy.
god.
But that is a month later. That is a month later. You also know that there are
Hmm.
going to be 2 full moons on the 15th and 16th of Green Dawn.
Maybe
3 moons, man. Lincolns are a real fucking problem in parts of this world.
Jesus. Oh my
It
god.
will be fine, Bologna. I'll be fine.
What happens if I bite someone? I mean, we all know what happens.
we'll look into if there's any sort of antidotes that we can stock up on.
Oh my god,
We can also
We could also be a pack of dogs. That would be good.
What he said.
I would prefer that not happen.
You're
Yeah.
already a slime. What difference does it make?
You
I
don't
would be-
know.
I am not going to take that risk.
that
And,
is
and
a
then and then
fair thing to not want to take.
Yashraj turns back to Bologna and says, "If it does make you feel any sort of relief, while you may have been cursed, you did not get your magic from the curse. Cursed lichens do not get any sort of magic, they simply get a new form. The magic you wield, if this is the truth you speak of, I believe you were born with.
That's all you own.
I guess that is all. That is. I guess. Thank you. Thank you, guys. This is. Thank you. I cannot say anything else. Thank you.
We've got your back.
You're still my bestie.
Oh my god.
And I want to eat your cooking again.
Let's
Oh,
work on that first.
When
Let's work
God.
on
when
perfecting.
you get better at
Let's-
cooking.
Real
let's work.
BBEG. Bologna's cooking.
All right, guys. Let's bring it back.
let's work on perfecting that first. Okay.
Yes.
Why the hell did my grandmother never tell me? This is bad. Sorry.
You want me to
I-
take a guess? Sorry.
Yeah.
My guess is she was trying to protect you.
Well, if I turn and you strong people are not there, if I turned in somewhere else, I could have died someone.
You got a
And
couple
my
of pretty.
grandmother's not protecting anybody there.
You got a couple of pretty beefy folks here that'll, tackle
My
you.
God, what happened by the way?
Yeah. you-
Well, like I said just now, we tackled you.
Yeah, they
Oh.
did.
Literally.
So I
Literally.
didn't corn scratch or bite anyone?
No, you didn't.
I
Oh,
may or may not have held your maw closed.
Oh my
If
god,
you
my
bit your tongue, I'm sorry.
Bologna, your turn's
Oh,
fine.
good thing. Okay, so I guess we do have to find a safety that doesn't involve people sticking their fingers in my mouth.
I held it closed, so I didn't actually stick my fingers in your mouth. So
I hate what I'm about to suggest, Bologna, but I could make you a special muzzle.
Yes.
Mm.
That sounds perfect. Make me a muzzle, make me a harness, make anything that you guys you think is
I think it might be a good idea to see about getting herbs that could maybe
No.
keep you calm when it should it happen?
Well,
That is
Maybe
it
actually-
help
only seems
you,
to it only seems to
or maybe
affect
help
you
you.
if you're in the full moon's light. It's still night right now, so maybe just get some blinds for the windows, or maybe block out the window in your
The
room.
problem is we're not always going to be at the estate. There's always a chance
Yeah.
that we're going to be out, and she will be exposed to the moonlight. I think it would be a good idea for us to see about getting a concoction made that could sedate her, maybe keep her aware of who she is.
Mm.
Something
got to
along
be-
those lines.
The
Alex.
book. The book says a Jericho fella is the one of the gods of the moon, and it's a benevolent. I wanted to visit like a church or something. It's gotta be.
Roll religion on that one. Also, Genevieve, you're asking me a question.
Yeah. Is it possible for the cursed lichen to actually gain control?
No. You remove the curse,
Okay.
or it's feral. A curse lichen, like one who's forced into it. You don't know. You haven't read the books yet. A curse lichen. The reason it's a curse is because you can't control it. Their descendants can, but you know, if you're a lichen, the descendants are kind of hard because it's kind of a situation where they could actually kill, the people they would mate with in the middle of the
Yeah.
night without realizing it.
Fair.
Yum,
Okay,
yum, yum,
fair.
yum.
I thought I'd
So
ask.
then, so then sedation is kind of our only option,
Yeah.
from what
Yeah.
you're saying.
At least
Yep.
until we
Well-
can find a way to cure it.
Yeah.
How
We
how
can
did
go
it?
in
How
with
did you
those
guys
books.
come to sleep?
Repeat
sorry?
that, Joe.
Pardon?
How did you guys get me to fall asleep?
Jesse casts.
As you
a
point
sleep
to them,
spell.
they've been gone for a bit.
Okay.
This guy.
I told
Jesse,
Genevieve to go get Jesse, because Jesse's cast sleep on me before, so I knew that he could cast sleep on you. Yeah.
Okay. So you all saw that, by the way.
Not all of
Okay.
us.
Well, it doesn't matter. I just.
Most of
Where
us.
is? Can somebody say thank you to Mr. Jesse for me? I don't know if I can speak to him.
We will do.
Okay, thank you, guys. And I will do whatever is necessary.
All right. If you guys have nothing else to say, I would say you guys get the benefits of a long rest, and with your precautions, no, Bologna, you do not transform into a werewolf
Right.
again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna make. Yeah, Genevieve's sleeping by the window.
I'm
Just
not. I
staying
don't.
away from the window. Get away from the
No
window.
windows. To the window.
So, okay, so Seiko's gonna go into her and Pagan's room and yank up that carpet that's there and hang it in your window.
That's actually a good idea. Thank you.
Yeah, Seiko just yanked that shit up, went to your room, and hanged it in your window so that and made sure that there was no moonlight coming through. Like,
Thanks.
y'all
Seiko.
got no problem.
Yes.
I'm planning on sleeping by the window anyway.
I don't think Bellona is gonna sleep at all.
Bologna, roll me a con save for exhaustion, then.
Nope, I'm knocking them out.
You would not know that they were not sleeping.
17.
You avoid exhaustion, but you don't gain the benefits of a long rest.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
Seiko's
no.
also Seiko's also gonna tell Pagan. We should probably get some
Oh,
blackout
speaking of, by
curtains
the
in
way,
our room.
now that this has been unlocked and you've done this for the first time, Bologna, your strength is now a 15.
My strength.
Nice.
15, yeah. When you at some point you do fall asleep, you don't get the long rest. You get the benefits of a short rest. But as you wake up, you feel buffer for some reason.
Bro, this is just W's. We should all do this.
No.
There, yeah.
Pagan looks at her strength sword. Actually, I'm already stronger than you.
I am only 1 point weaker than you.
But yeah, Bologna, your strength score is now 15.
Damn, bro. Okay, thanks.
Anyways, you guys wake up, and Bologna, would you cook breakfast, or would someone else like to take that responsibility?
I mean, she will be like
No.
trying to
You
pretend.
know
that
what?
nothing-
I'll do it.
Please.
Okay, so Bologna, would you, guys? Let's not interrupt. Would you?
She will go to the kitchen and try to like apologetically make breakfast. But if I see someone else, I'll just gonna like thank you.
All right,
and
so
just step
Bologna,
away.
what did I have you roll last time for a breakfast check?
I don't remember. I don't know if it's intelligence or wisdom or.
I'm gonna say wisdom, and I'm gonna have you roll disadvantage because, quite frankly, you're not in the right headspace, and I think we should keep the gag going until you learn actually how to cook.
Oh God.
It's gonna be fine, guys.
Good news, it
I-
won't kill you.
How about I help?
You should have declared it
Can I help?
before. You gotta declare it before they make the roll.
I think Silas was like, I'll do it.
Yeah, Silas
Yeah,
was.
Silas.
So yeah.
Say it.
Silas
I'll do
wanted to
it.
cook on their own, specifically. So Silas, roll a wisdom check on your own.
All right. Oh wait, no.
Oh my God.
You guys are
Look at us.
served the definition of edible food. And what's worse about it is that it's not god awful. It is not so bad you have to vomit. It is just so bland that it's nothing. It's just
Can I roll a
nothing.
wisdom check to cook?
You may.
Fuck it.
And you
Why
get advantage
not?
because of what your past was, technically.
Can I?
So I just roll straight wisdom check.
Yes. Well, you
I'm
get advantage, so
helping
you don't get
you.
disadvantage. You don't get disadvantage.
I'm
You get
helping
advantage.
you.
You already,
I
she
don't
already
get
got, they already got advantage, Gillian, because of their
Right.
past. I will say,
Okay,
like,
yeah,
you don't
let's-
have cooked utensils. You'll have to train for that, but you know how to make a decent enough meal because you've had to do it in your life with what you were.
Yes. All right then.
been called to
crossing my
competition.
fingers.
my
Hey!
God.
You know what?
Hey.
Fuck it. But that, okay, you know what? I will honor that
Hey.
double nat 20 and say you have cooked utensils proficiency. I'll just say
Hell
you have it because you
yeah.
know what? That's too strong a roll
So
not to grant
Seiko
that.
is. So Seiko's the
Seiko?
chef in the house.
Seiko, you take that stuff back and you're like, you forgot the seasoning, you didn't add the pepper, you didn't chop up the onions right, you forgot to make the eggs scrambled, and you just kind of like redo it. And yeah, you guys have you have a you got an anime level good cooking.
Oh my God,
Silas
this is
is like,
so
"What's wrong?"
good.
And
You
as you
got that
guys
glistening
Yeah,
eggs
like-
and shit.
like you swear it almost shines. That's how good it is with that double nat 20.
Hang
Seiko,
on a
I'm gonna
minute.
add that stuff to your sheet.
Seiko becomes the resident chef.
Yeah.
Damn it. Oh my god, is that a Food Wars gif you posted?
Yeah,
my
you
God.
Yes.
cook as good as Food
I
Wars.
Food
fucking
Wars.
knew it.
But anyways, as you guys enjoy breakfast, Jamie, in your room,
Yeah.
you begin to mutter some incantations, some words in archaic languages that you know. Describe to me the process of what you're doing.
So as he's kind of sitting on his bed, like legs crossed. He's got like some twigs from the dead tree that they were outside, some twine. And he's kind of slowly twisting them together into the shape of what looks like a little, very crude but stick figure cat with wings, and he's actually his incantation is him just singing one of his songs. So where is that song actually? Just because, yes. But he's kind of just sitting there, and he does not have the mask on. It's just him sitting there, very quietly and calmly, thinking to himself, and kind of just sitting there, making this little figure. I'll post it. Yeah, that's what he's singing.
And yeah, and as you do so, as your singing becomes more and more in tune, the figure begins to grow and expand, and sitting before you is a Trism, a winged cat creature that you guys have seen in the art before. But to describe, the Trism is of a darker fur with elements of light, almost blonde-like fur highlights. Their underbelly is completely like this platinum blonde, while their wings and upper belly and upper back are all black, with the exception around the eyes, where there's a bit of patches of more of a blonde color. As they do that cat stretch and nod, they look to you. Ah, you are my new master then. What type of creature would you like to make this? Would you like to make it celestial, fey, or fiend?
I need a dice. I'm gonna roll a dice for it.
I'm gonna say it's whatever personality is making this. So, what personality was in charge?
It's Jamie.
Then
Jamie
what would
was
Jamie
the
pick?
one who was making it.
Then what would Jamie pick?
Jamie would pick. Jamie would pick Faye.
All right. So this cat will identify as Fey for the purposes of going forward. I will mark that down.
Yeah, they're Faye femme.
Yep. So, what is my name?
Oh, I didn't think about that. You could be Salem.
Oh,
Sounds
Salem.
like a nice name.
Oh, Salem, like the ancient witch. Very well, Salem, I shall be. It is a pleasure to meet you.
It's nice meeting you too.
Indeed.
Uh,
However, as I am attached to your mind, Master, I do happen to hear the most annoying of voices inside you.
oh, oh,
One of them, I believe, Shit, is Jesse, and the other one, Bastard, I believe is Hollow, is what you call them, based on what I'm getting.
he's like, oh, you mean them? They're not as bad as you think.
I'm sorry,
They're all right.
repeat your kind
He's like, they're not as bad as you. Sorry. He's like, they're not as bad as you think.
Indeed, for I fear they are much worse. Would you like me to meet them now or later?
Eat them, but
Meet them, meet.
but they're a part of me.
Meet.
Oh, meet them. Oh, I mean, would you prefer to meet them now, or?
Well, I suppose it is better to rev off a band-aid with how much fur I have.
But you're so soft.
And I don't want to lose any fur. So, let's meet them.
Okay. This one I do not like. We should probably try to get a different one.
Is this Jesse?
This is Jesse.
You, if I wanted the opinion of Shit, I would simply go to a used toilet and have much more pleasant conversation.
What the actual fuck is your problem?
Currently, that feces has gained sentience and infected my master's poor brain.
He created us. What do you mean?
Well, good people often make mistakes. That's how we get bastards. Speaking of,
Well, I've never seen anyone talk to him like that.
I think that's because your head's so far up your own ass that you tend not to.
You don't seem to like me much either.
Well, if I prefer my bastards to be orphans, much more sympathetic than you. Now, away with thee. I prefer to speak to my actual master.
That wasn't very nice. They didn't do anything.
Oh, they have done so much to you. But that's for later. She then she curls up in your lap. Now, I am excited to meet your other friends. Do not worry, I shall guard you from them if they are of a terrible persuasion. But considering that I have spoken to Shit and Bastard, I believe that they will not compare to how bad they are.
Oh well, I mean, I. He just like puts the mask on and he just goes,
Master.
"Uh,
You cannot face your
what?"
fears if you don't face them. Do your best. I believe in you. She's giving you the help action for a wisdom saving throw.
He's like, but uh, he's just like,
Breathe.
19.
You're able to.
I rolled that
You're
as
able.
Jesse's
You're able to
weight.
go down as Jamie.
That was Jamie's roll.
Oh yeah.
That was
Yep.
Jamie's
That was
roll.
Jamie. Yep.
I
You
think
are
it's just showing the
able
roll.
to go down as Jamie. That's very good. You're
He's just
already making great progress, Master. I believe that this will be a fruitful relationship.
But the mask, should I only one of them has seen me? I mean,
Well, Master, do you want them to see you? Or do you wish them to see Shit or Bastard?
me.
Then you make that choice, Master.
Like, he like takes the mask and like will put it in his things.
Very good.
He's like, slowly walks out of the door.
And as you walk out,
Locks
she
the door.
flies up and perches on your head. This is mine now.
That's a very cat.
He's just like,
Very cat-like.
he's like very stiff walking down the stairs to the kitchen. And he just like to the dining room. And he just like slowly like he pops his head like a corner of his face out around the corner. Goes, morning.
As you guys look, you see a winged cat on Jamie's head of my description from earlier.
Okay.
Greetings, I am Salem. I am Master's new familiar. She hops on the table. Be warned that if you do upset Master, I will have no choice but to claw your eyes out and put them in my litter box.
What the hell?
Faye,
Do we know
Faye,
what
actually.
this? Do we know what this is?
Nature check.
And like in game,
Yeah, nature check.
Okay, so
I'm gonna
nature
use
check
my
was.
guidance.
And
Come
he's
on,
still hiding behind the door.
19.
Notably
Seiko's
challenging.
20.
I guess.
18.
Seiko,
Okay, that's
you know,
not too bad.
these are actually in Yuma. Genevieve, you've heard of these in tales from traders, and Sylvain, you've heard of these. These are trisms. They are talking flying cats who often serve as familiars.
Interesting.
And yes, they do talk. It's not because they're familiar. They are often treated as familiars. They can just legit talk on their own. They typically are magical in nature. They're most common specifically in the Askar Federation, though there are some in Yuma.
Okay.
Well, Seiko was making herself some fish, so she's gonna set aside some fish for her.
They actually look
Salem.
at you and they look at Cheps. You're going to share that, aren't you?
Of course. Why do you
Good.
think I separated a plate for you?
Good. I would hate for my master's friends to be liars.
He's just like still hiding behind the door a little bit, like looking around. You just see the like half of the face. I don't know if anybody has not seen Jamie.
You cooked this.
I did.
Splendid. Very splendid.
Do you want to taste the part that I did?
I would, I would sooner drink my own piss.
The babe was like, yeah, save yourself on that one.
Quite a cross one you are.
Repeat, Richard.
I said quite a crass one you are.
And quite an enigma you are, Mrs. Slime.
It said Mrs. Slime.
Mhm.
I love that.
Yeah, Mr. Slime.
Oh yeah, and she did use the Mrs.
Till-
Marriage one because you technically are bonded.
I love that.
She's nicer
Tilt.
than she seems.
She complimented my cooking. I take no issue with her.
See,
Eh.
some of you know manners. She actually nuzzles into you a little bit, Seiko, with that.
And Seiko will give her little scritches on her head.
And then she'll take the fish and limb and fly back on Jamie's head. This is mine, by the way. If any of you try to take this, I will claw.
Nah, it's all yours.
Understandable.
All right. You guys do breakfast. Eventually, Seiko will join you. Seiko, you see a winged cat on Jamie's head.
Seiko?
Or my bad, Skyless.
So
He's like sat in the corner. 100%.
this whole time, Skylar has been upstairs doing her morning yoga, and when she comes down, she's wearing her PJs. Her hair kind of messy. This is her PJs. And
Oh my
no.
god!
Oh no.
Oh my god.
She's a satyr. What do you guys
that's great.
expect?
I know.
They don't wear
so-
pants.
You can see
I
the
will-
freaking heart shape in Bellona's.
Yeah, but anyways, go ahead, guys.
she sees this cat, and it's like immediately like the most high-pitched squeal that you
Oh.
guys have ever heard.
I did not know we had a banshee in your group, Master. Mm.
Because of that, like Yasraj actually kind of cringes slightly because of the pitch of it.
My ears.
Who
You're
are
just kind of
you?
like,
I am Salem, and I am going deaf now. Thank you.
she
She-
gives
she-
Salem a
she-
side eye. Like, nice.
She just disregards, and she's just like I don't know how to describe it, but like shifting from one hoof to the other, and she's just like rambling about how cute they are, despite the fact they just insulted her, kind of.
I see the energetic one is entergenic. How lovely.
Why am I hearing the toothiest little fucking smile as she's like, forcing this out?
All right.
I love
Unless
Salem.
you guys have RP, you guys would be able to go through the city. Now, some of you might be going to the same place, so I want to ask. First off, Jamie, roll a wisdom save because of the thing, and this one's going to be at disadvantage because this is a city. Yeah, you have to be hollow for this.
Yeah, he before he leaves, he would 100% have the mask on his face.
All right, so in the city, amongst the things you can explore, one of the things that was mentioned that one of you is going to is a music hall, like a performing center, like that is run by the Conductor's Menagerie. Skyless, you would actually know of them as like a musicians organization that basically helps from sex artist musicians. Would A1 be going to the Conductor's Menagerie Hall?
Hi.
Yes, but first, Skyless would want to find this place's equivalent of a convenience store.
Okay. I'll get to that in a sec. So I just want to go. Second, would anyone try to find the Thieves' Den, as someone else is going to be doing?
Nope.
Okay, so I know what you're going to do, Cass, and we're going to go on the list. Pagan, is there anything you want to do in the city? Because you guys have a day before apparently you're going to be asked to help with something.
Clothes.
I'm sorry?
Clothes.
Okay, clothing store. Jamie, I know where you're going. Genevieve, I
Which is-
believe you want to go to a smith, correct?
A smith, a library, and yeah.
All right. All right, so yep, we'll get to you in a sec.
Yes.
Skyless, General Store and Music Hall. Seiko, is there anywhere you wish to go?
Seiko wants to go. Um, she wants to go out and get like blackout curtains for every room in the house.
All right, so I'll say General Store. So I'll say you and Skyless are going to the same place, which I will describe momentarily.
She also wants to. She also wants to get clothes.
And then you'll go with Pagan. So I'll just do the General Store quickly and then move to the more heavy RP stuff. And Sylvanas, is there anywhere you wish to go?
Yes, I wanted to go to a herb store, most like a herbalist if possible, and then to a library.
Okay, so we're gonna start in General Store. So Skyless and Seiko. General Store wise, you would the closer one to you because currently you guys are actually living closer towards the. You're actually living a bit closer towards the resident district of the. So you're in the outer section of Alyssum. You're in the residence district. The closest general
Wait,
store.
Pagan and Seiko?
General store first. Clothing is going to be later.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the houses in the resident district of the outer section of the city, so the south end. The general store would actually be within the market district. It is called Jim's General Store. As you guys would enter, you would see a halfling with a bit of a ponytail look. Jim is spelled with a Y, by the way. Kind of just running the store. Looks to be like mid-20s. Definitely like doesn't run. He looks like he's working a shift. Hey, welcome to Jim's General. What can we do for you?
Do you guys have postcards?
Yeah, we got some. He like gets up and
That's
gets
all
you
I need
some.
to know.
He gets some. And you got some cute ones like like some chandelier themed ones as well as some like new discoveries and thinking of you. Just some cute ones.
Specifically, she's looking for like those like older ones that say like the city name and like greetings from.
You would find some like greetings from Alyssum, yeah.
That's all she wants.
Okay, I would say that those like how many do you want to get?
Just one.
That would run you like 5 silver.
Cool.
All right, and he would look to and this halfway look to you, Seiko. And what about you? Oh, hey, Crystal Tieflane. Yeah, we see a lot of you guys around here.
Her cheeks kind of flush at that. I hope that's a good thing.
Oh yeah, no, a lot of Crystal Tieflings kind of just get born here.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, like don't know how it happens, but apparently like could be a human couple, could just be a normal tiefling, and they just come out with shiny stuff. Were you born here or just visiting? I know there's some elsewhere in the world, but
I am not from here.
oh, okay. Well, what can I get you?
Blackout curtains. I need 13 of them.
Okay. I got. Let's see. I have. You're in luck. I actually have 15. So 13. That's gonna cost you about 36 gold, 3 apiece.
Perfect. And these will that like and they will black out, correct? Like
Yeah, they're meant to block out like the light of the sun if you want to get up to some private stuff, or you just don't like sunlight.
it is not a private stuff sort of thing. Anyway.
Oh, sorry. Just most people, you know.
No, I appreciate the explanation.
Alrighty.
I appreciate that, and she gives him the. You said 36 gold.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. She will.
Damn, bro.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah.
Anything else I can help you with? If you're looking for something custom made, Jim's not in today to help with that.
Custom made.
Yeah, we're a general store, but he is a bit of a toolsman. He's a bit of a work carver, so we have some some tokens, like some, some souvenir stuff. But he's not in today. He's with the family, so I'm just running the store.
No, I understand. I appreciate that. I'll keep that in mind should I need to get something of that nature.
Okay. Well, if nothing else, have a good day. The halfling gets back to his post. The halfling who you guys ever asked the name about.
Oh, what is your name, by the way?
Oh, my name is Remy. Let me double check this. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Name's Remy Rembletoe.
Nice to meet you. I'm Seiko.
Skyless is just examining the postcard, just in her own little world right now.
Nice to meet you. Yep, you're all good, and you guys get your good.
And my friend over there is Skyless.
Oh, nice to meet you. Welcome to listen then. And yep, at that point, you get your stuff. We're gonna actually start with Pagan and Seiko. Going shopping. So you would actually need to what kind of clothes are you looking for? Are you looking for armor? Are you looking for casual wear, expensive wear? What are you looking for?
Like light armor, casual wear mix.
If you're looking for light armor in the Market District, there is the Stonehead Smithing and the Horned Helm Armor and Leather Workers for some actual armor. If you're looking for that, one of the clothing shops is actually getting directions. One of the shops is in the Port District, the Feathered Cap Tailor and Clothing Shop.
Both.
All right, so you would go the easiest one to go to would be the Horned Helm. You would actually see.
Beautiful.
Yep. You would actually see this. How to describe them? You see this very tall stone woman, yet they have horns. They are their skin looks like stone with there's some some runic tattoos on them. They have long black hair, and yeah, they have these horns that kind of curl around, kind of like a ram.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to be smoldering some armor. Welcome. I'll be with you in a moment. They finish molding the armor and get to you. Looks like they're molding some breastplate. Hello, welcome to Hornhelm. What can I do for you?
I'm in search of some leather armor.
Leather. We have some. We would need to fetch since you're bigger than most of our kind. She points to her own horns, implying tiefling. She then gets a bit of paper.
She's like, okay.
May I? She begins. She wants to measure you.
She takes the normal stance since she's used to being measured.
Right. Now, out of game, I'm just gonna say this. Do you want this leather armor to be actual leather armor, or do you want it just to be an aesthetic thing? Because armor on you actually
an aesthetic thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So, if you describe that to her, it would actually give her some more this huge tiefling woman. It would give her actually a chance to really figure out what you're going for.
She's like, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and she shows her a little shite version of a sketch that she made.
All right. So less protection, more movability. I got it. All right. Huh. By the way, would your she would actually look. I can recommend some. I can recommend a Dragnor design. We got plenty of people who wear leathers up there who don't need them for protection. If you fight anything like them. Would that
I know
be?
not who they are.
I'm sorry.
I know not who they are.
Uh, all right. Well, that would be a style that I would make in.
Whatever you see fit.
All right. All right, with your size, it will be 15 gold to make. It should be ready in 4 days. We'll need to make sure it is durable for what you're trying to do.
Wonderful.
Right. And you, she looks at you, Seiko. What do you need?
Oh, I don't necessarily need leathers or armor at the moment.
Hmm.
I'm just along for the ride at the moment. Sorry.
Right. Well, if you ever need, just simply find me back here, and Brun here will get you what you ask for. Right. 7 gold now. 8 gold upon completion. That fair?
Wonderful.
Right. She holds out her hand for the 7 gold.
She gives it to her.
She takes a bite of one of them. All right. Good.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
Last thing, for extra price, do you want any runes, like the carvings, into your leather armor? Like into the leathers?
She looks to Seiko. Do I want any runes?
The runes wouldn't do anything. I want to make clear. Runes would not do anything. It is aesthetic choice. It would be representation of style it's from, Dragnor. They would be joined runes.
Then no.
Yeah, if they're not of actual use, then
Would look
No.
pretty badass, eh?
I do not want anything flashy.
Alright, had to try. Had to try. Alright, that's it. You guys can RP if you wish, or you can RP in the chat. Your call.
I guess
Um,
Vilona will want to for the church.
Before you, sorry, Joe, but it's still their scene. So, like, yeah, Seiko and Pagan, if you want to RP, you can. Otherwise, you can.
I mean,
I'm down for
I mean,
whatever
Seiko,
you want, Pookie.
yeah. I mean, Seiko was looking for just normal clothes, so if they had like racks of normal clothes, she would have just been
To
like,
the next store.
The armor would not. That would be normal clothes here would probably be by the port district, particularly because sailors come in and their clothes can get really bad at sea, so it just makes more sense to put it there. As you walk in, you actually see a parrot, Aarakocra, specifically, in a bit of a decent suit. Well, hey, welcome. Welcome. What can I do for you?
I think we're both. Well, I know I am looking for just some casual wear.
Casual wear. You looking for sailing casual wear, or you're more, here casual wear?
Here, casual wear.
Pagan nods.
Alright. He pulls out the tape again. Custom made or just off the rack?
I'm okay with just off of the rack.
Alright, well, look around
Is
then.
there anything that would fit me?
Oh yeah, we get plenty of... You're a big one. Are you like that one armor lady, Goliath Tiefling?
Goliath? What?
Yes, the armor down by the down in the market district. She's a Goliath Tiefling mix. We got stuff for people.
Who?
Big, huh?
Never.
It's the
This is
armor you
me.
just
I
talked
did
to.
not know that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Huh. Huh. Well, we definitely got.
No, I'm just.
Oh, okay. Well, I wish I was. This Archopera, by the way, is 4'5". They're a very small bird person.
I'm
Well,
cheaper.
yep, we got sizes for Goliath, so you got plenty. Are you looking more for dresses? You looking more for a skirt look? You looking
No,
for pants?
no. I want
Repeat.
She might be looking. Go ahead.
pants.
Pants? All right.
She might be looking for more like what I'm wearing.
Ah, if I'm not
mhm.
mistaken, that's Mysidia wear. You want something closer to that, or do you want to like get really what the locals have here?
What she has.
All right, well, we do have some Mysidia looks. They would actually hand you like a white little tunic, like think off-duty knight type look, where it's like it's decently made out of wool, some brown pants, and some decent leather boots. It definitely like it's the kind where you can roll up your sleeves, like tighten the buttons around the chest, like tighten the strings around the chest area. Like the best way I describe it is think the the camp clothes you get in Baldur's Gate 3, like the first set you get.
Okay.
Like, they have multiple styles of it too. Like, he gave you the white one, but they have, notably for this style, they actually have Mysidia greens. They have Mysidia blues. So, like, bright green, bright blue. They got some velvet, dark velvet, actually. And in addition, they also have a decently, they have a decent black one.
I'll do black.
All right, black top. What color pants do you want, just for the sake of brevity on that one?
Also black.
All right, so yeah, you just got an all black outfit. So yep. And they fit you decently well. They actually have your size. Like, he wasn't kidding when he said, like, yeah, we serve Goliaths or Furbolgs here, so like we have all sizes. As for you, Seiko, the style, the Alyssum style seems to be more of a vest look, like a leather vest tunic type look. Did you want skirts, or were you also looking for pants?
Pants.
All right. Here's like a good example of what they have. A leather tunic with a white shirt that like doesn't really string up. It's more of a single piece. For women in particular, they actually do have an assortment of styles. They noticeably have some greens that can be used as like a leather sort of cover. In addition, they do have the typical corset type of look that you would see for barmaids. Notably, they actually have more short sleeves here for the Alyssum look. They don't have as many long sleeves. Like, so like it would be above your elbows for the look. And they would have some leather gauntlets to protect for farm work or any kind of work you would have. The pants would be less of a leather style and more of a cloth and sort of wool look to them, with the boots being semi-high, going a bit above the ankles, but not up fully. Definitely more like definitely looks like they are meant for walking and working. That would be the commoner look for this place. Like short sleeve is the common look here.
Well, she plans on being out in the garden quite a bit, so I guess it makes sense to go with, the short sleeve, or
Yep.
at least one short sleeve for her to use while outside.
Yep, so you get a short sleeve. Those clothes together, I would say, cost you like 7 gold altogether. Like, they're the commoners things.
Okay.
So, all right. Thank you for your patronage. If you're looking for something custom, I do custom tailors, like common or fancy.
I do not need anything more than what you've already offered. And I don't typically wear fancy anymore.
Well, that's quite a shame, honestly, because I do think people should take greater pride in how they look. I'm not saying you look bad. I'm just saying I do wish people would, dress up more for the occasion. But if you ever need my services, look up Rolly, and I will get you set with the finest wear. Fuck those assholes in the centerdist section.
Why do you say that?
I know a guy there who, well, I used to have a friend. His name was Tolly. He was a fellow Evakakra. And we were going to go to the Central District to open our tailor shop. Except that asshole robbed me and presented his designs, and now he gets a fancy shop up there, making loads of coins.
Oh, that's quite rude.
Yes, it was. And now, look, I like having people here, but I also like money. Can't expose him since he stole my design and presented it as his own, and everyone believes him because he has that charisma. He's an asshole, I tell you.
Sorry to hear that.
It's fine. It's fine.
We'll make a point to come visit you again, and I'll tell our friends to come and visit you if they need clothing as well.
Please.
that?
I can't. I always love the business. And again, if they need anything, especially tailored, come to Rolly, not Tully.
Rolly, okay.
Rolly.
We can do that.
Thank you.
Oh, and Pagan pays for Seiko's stuff too.
Wait, what?
Oh, you're a good friend. Savor that. You never know where they're going to stab you in the back with your own designs.
How much total?
7 gold. It was 7. So yeah, just mark off 7. Oh, by the way, if you want, I do sell fur cloaks here for when it gets colder, so for winter season as well. Just keep that in mind.
Yes.
Actually,
Much appreciated.
you guys look like are you guys adventurous?
I would like one.
Well, you guys look tough. I mean, you look big, and you definitely look, you don't look like the common Jane. Tell you what, if you're ever out adventuring, I'm willing to give one of these cloaks to you for free if you can give me owlbear hide, like owlbear feathers. I want to experiment with those, but the problem is I have very hollow bones, and they have very strong claws.
Yes, we can make that happen.
Wonderful. You do that, and I will provide all your party with free winter clothing. Like free winter cloaks.
Oh, wonderful.
Congrats, you guys have unlocked your first side quest. And yes, I'm making a side quest channel for you guys, so you can keep that.
Woo!
Dope.
Owlbear feathers.
Owlbear hide, so like the fur and the feathers.
Oh, yeah, that's possible.
So, all right. So with that, we're gonna move on to the next two people, Skyless and Hollow, as you guys are heading to the Merriment District.
Yippee!
So I had fun with this. I mean, I had fun making the whole city. Like, I'll be honest, a lot of these guys actually have side quests for you if you want to do them.
Nice.
So you guys would actually be going to the Conductor's Menagerie Hall of Performers in the Merriment District. That is in the center of the city. Let me actually get back the city map because I just realized I haven't done that. If you look in that part of the city, you would actually, like, if you look where you, yep, here we go. If you look, if you see this walled off section, like that's a little elevated, you actually see that is the Merry Ministry. They have a notable stone obelisk in the center, as well as a bunch of musicians performing. It looks like there's a lot of joy. Some of the things you guys see are the Bravo Siblings Theater. Looks like a performing center for actors. The Performer Square, where you see a bunch of musicians playing. That's actually where the obelisk pillar is. That's pointed up. You see the Singing Feather Tavern and Inn. You see, and beside the conductor's menagerie, you do see Old Jim with an I, shop of the right note. Music shop, basically.
As they enter the district, Skyless has been kind of like skipping ahead of him, but making sure he's still like close by. As she looks very much in her element and very happy to be here.
Hollow is calm, composed, straight faced, and does flash a very slight smirk at her skipping about.
She like as they get closer to like the like obelisk thing with the people performing, she like stops and like spins around on her hooves to face him, and then she like leans forward and she's like, "Do you know how to dance?"
I am not one for the dance. I can sing, but definitely not dance.
I think you'd be good at dancing. What, do you have two left feet? Have you ever tried to dance? Have you ever done it before?
I can sing you a melody if you'd like, but the dance, I think that is more your speed.
She laughs and she's like she like does like throws her hands up and like flaps her wrist like the nah motion. And then she's like, "You don't know what you're talking about. Watch. It's easy, okay? It's easy." And she's like, it's like, "You hear them playing? Hear them playing? It's the rhythm. You know the rhythm. You say you can sing." So you go like 1, 2, and then she starts to dance to the rhythm of the people playing.
So one of the people playing notably, let me just, two of the most notable individuals playing. One is actually a cloaked sapphire dragonborn person who is playing the Yarting. For anyone who does not know what that instrument is, a Yarting is basically a guitar. It's basically a medieval guitar. And another person, the Sapphire Dragonborn, looks more like leathers. Like, you're surprised they're performing. They look more like a mercenary. Which is kind of weird. And another one is more of a bard. You would see him. In fact, Hollow, you recognize him. A red-headed individual with that aftershave look. Very handsome looking. And he, notably, is playing the viol. They have a bit of a fast-paced melody, a jaunty tune, so roll performance for me.
Performance.
Fucking.
Yeah, you dance pretty well. Like, you match the beat perfectly. Like, the celebrations are had, and the redheaded individual is like, now changing up the melody to be like, okay, let's see what she's got. And the Sapphire Dragonborn is actually adding to it. They're both like, okay, fresh meat. Let's see what they got. And you match it beat for beat until the performance ends, and you get a standing ovation from people.
She's taken some deep breaths as she does a little bow, and she looks at in Hollow's direction.
As you do, the Dragonborn will approach you. I've not seen you here before. Are you a newcomer?
She nods excitedly, wiping a bit of like the sweat off of her brow
I see.
as she extends her hand to like shake.
He will shake yours. Like, he seems very, like, cordial about it. Zafrax Thunderscale. A pleasure. It is nice to see new blood.
Enthusiastically shaking his hand, she's just like, Skyless, Favreau, it is a pleasure to be here. You were fantastic.
No, the pleasure was all mine. You adapted quite quickly. It was nice to see. Indeed it was. Forgive me. I am Galric Crisson. An absolute pleasure to make your acquaintance. It has been a long time since I've seen a satyr around here.
She chuckles and also extends her hand, introducing herself again.
You would think he would do like the kiss on the hand, but no, he actually does shake your hand. He actually does notably shake your hand. It's been a while since we've gotten a new dancer. Seen a new dancer, at least. Most of us are just stringmen and flute players.
I grew up dancing, so you could say it's in my blood.
And clearly in your soul. I wonder what it would take for you and me to maybe discuss this over a dinner. Zafrix, the Sapphire Dragonborn, hits him on the head. You cannot even wait 1 minute, can you?
She's not stupid. She sees what the proposition is about and she laughs.
Oh no, he doesn't think you're stupid. The guy's just like, oh, fucking asshole. Like, don't flirt with the new throne already. Give it like a bit of time.
No, yeah, but like she's not oblivious to the fact he is like flirting, and she's just like chuckles and she's like, she doesn't necessarily turn him down. She's just like, maybe we can arrange something.
Don't say maybe. I don't think I can live with that hope dying.
She gives a playful wink and she's just like, we'll just have to wait and see.
Oh. He like does like the playful hand on chest like, oh. And I recognize you. Hello, it is such a pleasure. Your melody has not escaped my mind since that night. Truly a soulful performance.
It was good to see you as well, Clear Song. I assumed we would see each other here soon.
Well, I can't help but think of your golden hair when I look upon the sunrise.
You're a flatterer.
I'm an honest flatterer. But I don't think you're here simply to flirt with me. Or the big guy over there. You two are you looking to join the conductor's menagerie?
I am actually already a member of the Ascar Federation's chapter.
Oh, you're the one Quillbeard had mentioned. Good. I heard about you. Come inside. They lead you into the hall, and I'm going to give you a description of the people you see. First off, you see a white-haired woman, a brown-haired woman, my bad, wearing a bit of a performer's outfit, bit of a, average height, definitely looks like she plays the viol. She nods towards your way. I want both of you to roll me an insight check as she nods your way, this woman.
16.
Insight and insightful person I can be. And that's a natural one. Never mind.
Hello,
I'm just going to sit here in the
you don't
corner.
give a shit, man. Like, you don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Skyless, you notice them kind of cringe in your direction as you recognize them. You met them in the forest, though they had white hair there and fox ears.
Oh my goodness! Like her eyes like light up. She like doesn't like rush over, but she like nods in the direction. She knows. She knows.
Yep, they're like,
Oh shit.
If that is Laura. That is Laura. Up here next is Nova. And you see this cute little owlin person with bright orange eyes in a very wizard-like robe outfit. They look like they're casting illusions of of people doing like some dances. They seem jitter. Hi, name's Nova. How are you?
Skyless is absolutely starstruck. This reminds her so much of the circus that she's just like,
Yep.
she is giddy and she's like, that's amazing.
Oh, thank you. I've studied so many years to learn illusions. I'm working on I'm working on a new ballad, but that'll have to wait for the concert coming up.
That's quite similar to the illusion magic I use.
Well, it would if I wasn't better. Not to brag, but I'm pretty good.
Oh, you certainly are.
Yeah, I am.
And
I can't wait to see how second good you are to me. But I'm so happy to see new faces. Put it there. She
You
like
said there
pulls
was a
out her like
concert
feathered
being held?
hand to like shake yours, Skyless.
She very enthusiastically shakes hands.
As you grab it, you just grab your own fists, and like her minor illusion fades as she pulls up her hand. Ha! Gotcha. Sorry, I always like suggesting people with that.
She claps and she's like, amazing. Have you ever considered joining the circus?
Oh, I was a part of one a long time ago. Like when I was a kid, but I decided to leave. Need to spread my wings, make my own name.
She gets very close, and then she was like, which one? Which circus?
Oh, I was a part of the Talentier Circus. We had so many animals, and we had a lot of jugglers. Our main thing was acrobatics. Those were the main show, and I would dazzle the crowd by providing illusions of fire for them to jump over.
Would I have heard of this circus?
Roll history.
Okay. It's not a good thing for...
Not really. You guys, it's like, the circus mentality was we don't care about our performances, we care about being ourselves, basically.
She is very intent on hearing about this other circus, and she's like, that's amazing. I'm from Dr. Barris's Magical Magnificent Traveling Circus, and I'm a dancer, but my mom and my dad, they're a fire eater and a trapeze artist, and then we have Dana and Alphonse.
Yeah, I heard about them. I think I saw a show. That was you. Oh my god.
She nods very enthusiastically.
Oh, it's been so long. You grew up. Last time I saw you, I was like just a teenager, and you were so tiny.
I was like this small, and then she like uses her hand to like judge the height, and now I'm here, and I've grown so much, and now I'm on my own adventure, but the circus is doing fine. I write to them, and I hope to see them soon, and I'll tell them that I met somebody from a different circus who also seen our show, and they'll be so happy to know that.
As you talk, stepping up is a 8'6" beef minotaur of a man. You can't even see up to his eyes, as you just see this minotaur with a mohawk, dark fur, and eyes like you swear as black as the void, as he just looks down at both of you.
Huh? What did he say? Did it cut out?
He just swoops at you.
Hello there.
Hello. You are the Hollow One.
That is what I am called, yes.
I hear from Quillbeard that you are a good performer. I hope that is case.
Did he say queer beard? Because that's what I heard.
Quillbeard.
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 Okay.
And what did they say? They said Quillbeard said what?
You were a good performer. He hopes that's the case.
Oh. I can only do my best to perform. at my best.
No. Do better than best. Otherwise, no point. By the way, he is in full barbarian gear, leathers, loincloth, and he has a giant fuck all axe on him. He looks like the most out of place here.
Skyless holds out her hand to shake.
He takes a finger and shakes it. I know not you.
The bad idea to make her start talking because she just starts rambling again about who
As
she
you start
is.
to ramble, she just walks away. Too many words.
She turns to Hollow and she's like, I love it here.
And notably, glaring at Hollow specifically is a drow woman. A dark elf. She notably has long white hair and more purple, kind of light purple skin, with red eyes that seem to spew hatred at Hollow. She looks to be in her young 20s.
Hold on. This isn't who I think it is it?
No, Hollow does not recognize this person at all.
He just looks at him and goes, "Is this something that I've done to offend you?"
You're that asshole from the Asgard Federation, right?
Which one?
Yeah, it's you. Hope you have some original music instead of some stolen shit.
Damn.
What do you mean, stolen?
Oh, please. The only thing good about you is your name. I heard you play once. That wasn't your shit. It was someone else's.
All the music that I sing is ones that I have written.
No, it isn't. I know when people perform their own. That wasn't you.
Can I insight her?
Go ahead.
You want to what her?
I think
What
I
are you
get
trying
what
to
she's
do?
saying.
23?
What are you trying to insight?
He's trying to insight what she's like really meaning because he's like
There's
like,
nothing
'cause
behind the
he
words.
thinks
I'll put it like
no.
this. Go ahead.
Yeah, like he's like we did write the music.
Okay, so
I know what she's saying.
all right, so first off, she doesn't know about the multiple personality thing, so that's fine.
Yeah,
Second
of
off,
course.
she she's implying that when she heard Hollow play back in the Asgard Federation, she heard that music and was like, "No, this isn't you. Someone else did this." There was basically she's saying that someone else, she's like, "No, this isn't you. I can tell that this is someone else's shit. And if there's one thing I fucking hate, it's people who steal their shit from someone else." She's basically calling you a plagiarist.
It is written by me.
Well then, I'll make sure to give the proper credits to me when you're exposed as the fraud you fucking are. She actually walks away from that. Don't mind her. She is very set in her ways.
I don't understand what she thinks I plagiarized. All of my music is written by us.
Right, Quillbeard said that you had a spectral band. I guess that would make sense.
Yes. It is a spell that I was able to create on my own.
Hearing that, Skyless kind of perks up a bit.
Indeed. You actually see an elder halfling come by, definitely dressed like a bard. I've given description before, but balding head, long beard, halfling man. Definitely dressed well with some velvets in him. I'm glad to see you made it, Hollow. I was worried you wouldn't be back here in time for the city concert, and I see you brought a friend.
She holds her hand out for a shake.
Oh no.
Quillbeard, I am one of the people in charge here. Who are you?
Big mistake, buddy. She doesn't actually say that. That was me.
Yeah, I know. You begin to do your thing, and she'll be like, slow down, less is more. You're a performer. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Hello, do you vouch for this one?
She is an excellent dancer and a wonderful person.
A dancer? That would actually round up us out well. Oh, very well. Would you like to be a part of this little thing I'm putting together? In a few weeks' time, probably a couple of months, I plan to, in the outer city, host our annual Conductors Menagerie concert in the city. And I invited Hollow here to join and be a part of that.
She whips around to face Hollow. You? What? And you didn't think to tell me?
I didn't think it would be of importance. It is, well,
Shut up. Shut up. It is of importance. Shut up. It is of importance. We are performers and we tell each other things.
She has you there.
well. He looks at Quillbeard and specifically. You understand why I most likely didn't say anything.
Your reasons are your own. I can't make decisions for you, but if you vouch for her, she can join. So,
Yes, she would be a wonderful addition to the concert.
well then, welcome to this Skyless Fairview.
Favreau.
Favreau, my apologies. You know, if you don't want to do your own act, perhaps you could join mine. I think you dance quite well to the tune I made, and I think we could make something extraordinary with my music and your swaying.
She would be performing with us, actually.
I mean, I'm always down for a musical threesome. Think about it. Hollow and Gallery
Oh, what now?
Clearsong joining forces on the stage, and with an accompanying dancer to interpret our music. An epic struggle. I can see it now. A tug of optimism and sadness culminating in a beautiful arrangement. Oh, I quite like that. What do you say? Perhaps you two could join my set?
Not all of my music is depressing.
I
In
never
your
said depressing.
eyes.
I simply said sad.
Not all is sad.
Oh, that's quite a shame. I imagine beautiful choreography, slow sways. Oh, well. Well, do you want to stick? Well, are you going to stick with him? Because if so, I won't fight.
Is he talking to me now?
Yeah, because he offered Hollow to join too when he's like she's with him. He interpreted that as, oh wait, we could like do a 3-way performance.
A musical threesome.
Yeah, a musical threesome. He was like, oh wait, I'm more upbeat. He can do the sad stuff, and oh, we can like make this really work. Oh shit, he doesn't want to join. Fuck. Oh well. So what say you? So what say you? You want to perform yourself or which one of us?
She looks at Hollow. I think it would be fun for you and I to perform together.
Very well. I suppose I'll have to settle for maybe dinner then.
Another playful wink.
And Kobe like, excellent. Well then, you two can begin to talk about that with me, and we're gonna cut away. You two can coordinate what you want to do. We can cut away to Genevieve.
I do need to get going for sleep.
Yep, you're good. This is just a chill session, so you're good.
Okay. I love Skyless. You're the best.
Yay.
Thank you for saying yes. You made Jamie happy. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Anyways, Genevieve, you were looking for a smith first, correct? Hello, Gel? Galleon, hello? Can anyone hear me?
Yeah.
Gel?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Shit.
Galleon.
I think they may have
Maybe
gone
she
AFK.
stepped away.
I think they may have
Or I
stepped
got AFK.
at I'll open them under DMs. Oh well, I guess we'll move on to we'll go Cass. So, Silas,
Yes.
you wanted to look for the local thieves guild. Particularly, I believe you're looking for a certain faction that you're very aware of.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to roll me an investigation check.
Oh boy. 8. We'd love to see it.
Oh,
I'll give you advantage because you know how to look for these guys' hideout. Like you know how to look.
All
for these
right.
people. I'll give you. I'll give.
8.
oh my!
You could also just give it.
Holy shit.
I could.
God.
I could give it to you, but I'll make you work for it. So with an 8, you try your best. Gosh darn it, you try your best. It probably takes you it probably takes you a good like hour before you find a little shop that looks odd to you.
All right.
It's in the resident district, and it looks to have the sign. It looks to just have the sign, just a courier service. It just looks like a courier service. It just is called the Winged Messengers. However, you know enough thieves' cant to know that this is probably what you're looking for.
He steps in.
As you step in, you see a Kenku manning it. This looks to be more of a pigeon Kenku as they look at you. Welcome. How can I help you? You hear thieves' cant. When is a hand coldest?
Um, when it is gray.
Oh, you're
my
one of
friend.
us. Great, go in the back. Yeah, he drops the bird accent.
I was like, oh, he's a little taken aback by that
What?
at first.
What?
And then
We
was
gotta
like,
we pretend with this shit. Come on.
all right,
Like most people are gonna think pigeon dumbass. Go.
yeah. And he goes.
Okay, and this is what you see. You head to the back where you meet a staging area. Now, here's some individuals you see. You see Zarrith, in his Kitsadria form. He looks like he heals and tears out. You see a human man with a bow and a hood up. Like they look like they're talking over some plans in thieves' camp. And you see at the table a half-orc woman, looks a bit scarred in the face, orange eyes with some black hair. This one looks to be no armor, just more like just dark clothes with a bit of a red cloak to them. You see a red dragonborn person, like looking more with dark wizard's attire. These are all side to side. You notice that there is, closer to the head of the table, there is a eye patch wearing person with a black scalia and a blue eye. Looks to have more like bear-like features. Scalera, my bad. It's black scalera with notable gray around the iris. They have more white hair mixed with bits of blonde, mixed with a bit of like dirty blonde. More bear-like features, if we're gonna be honest. It looks like this person's a shifter, and at the head is an ogre gentleman wielding a staff. Definitely large, like 10 feet tall, like bit rotund. Not gonna lie, bit rotund. and definitely wearing sort of like a very rich uh royal green kind of coat to him. And you just hear the human man speak in Thieves' Cant. Unfortunately, our scout has not returned from their exploits. The ogre speaks. Indeed unfortunate. Who are you? He looks up and sees you. Ira, the ogre, just asks, who are you? I do not know your face.
My name is Silas.
Silas. I have heard of your name. You were with the Casbine faction.
He nods.
What brings you to our sect?
He thinks for a moment. Is like, it's a bit of a long story, but he pulls out the note that he found in the cave with all the bugbears.
Knowles. It was Knowles.
With all the not bugbears, gnolls. And it's just like, is this familiar to anyone here?
Jareth will look at it. Right, that was I think what we were sent out to find. Boss, this it? Indeed. And that is of a curious nature that you have found it. Step into my office. It seems you and I need to talk in private.
Right.
As you are escorted, you do actually go to the ogre's office. Pretty big.
Hmm.
Kind of needed for him. Bit of a let me just look at the map because there is a battle map for this, and I'm just not going to show it yet because obvious reasons. The office kinda how to describe it? It definitely looks like there's a bit of a velvet rug with a stone desk. Nah, I don't like that for this. And notably, it looks like he has some papers there. Interestingly enough, he definitely does not seem like your atypical ogre who are dumb and, he seems very pointed, direct.
Mm-hmm.
No. Silas, how did you come across this? Is my agent alive?
Thinks back to the body. No. I'm sorry to deliver this bad news.
How did it happen? Did the guards get him? Any sort of mercenary? Do not spare some details. By the nature of our work, I need to know.
There was no guards, no mercenaries. It was a band of gnolls.
Gnolls. Chaotic little creatures. Good. I had tasked the Consultor twins not to read it. I am assuming you did not.
Like read the note?
Yes.
My apologies. My curiosity got the better of me.
Well, whether or not you have met the same fate as the feline based on the metaphor remains to be seen. By the nature
Of course.
You have joined this unknowingly, but joined it you have. Which means you ought to see this through, as is the code. We do not abandon one another, unless they are a liability. You are not a liability, are you?
No.
Good. My agent. May his soul rest within the domain of secrets. My agent was tasked to follow up with a rumor I had heard of. It seems that another faction outside the interests of those here had stored away a stash of illicit goods that I believe would be far more service in our hands.
Of course.
Now, you do this for me, and I am inclined to owe something to you. I'm gonna roll something for him. Okay, nope, he doesn't realize it now, so we're gonna wait on that. When the time is right, I will send the twins with you, and you will secure the contents of this cache for us.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Very good, good lad. I see word of mouth has not been inaccurate. You are indeed as loyal as I've been led to believe. Though I am curious, why did I not receive word of your arrival?
That's a long story.
Long stories tend to be a dangerous implication around here.
I was caught on a job, but not by a mercenary or a guard. Someone who doesn't really seem to have an interest in monetary gain.
Good Samaritans. They are good for business more often than they are not. Did you tell him of any of our operations? Anything that would be damning to the Grey Hand?
Nothing that would put anyone in danger.
And what was that nothing?
I strictly only spoke of my situation, not anyone else's.
Good. It would be quite unfortunate if I found out this good Samaritan was interfering with hand operations because of nothing.
Silas nods.
No. We will contact you when the time is right. Things must be prepared. If this cachet is been prepared by hands that could rival that of Grey, I'd rather not send you on a death mission. If you have any companions, they are not to know of your true allegiances. An open hand can easily become a death grip after all.
Of course.
Now, do you have any questions for me on the nature of this?
Not this particular mission, but of a personal matter.
Name it.
I'm looking for someone. Might have passed through this city about 15 years ago.
And what is this person to you?
She's someone very. It's complicated.
I have been transparent with you. If I do not have details on who this person is, what they look like, why they were here, I cannot help you.
I don't know why she was here, but
She. Alright, that narrows it down.
she's my. She's my mother.
A tiefling woman, then.
Elf, actually.
Elf. 15 years ago.
An elven
yes.
woman named Althea.
Yes. 15 years ago, I do recall meeting a woman of this. She had need of our services. She required an item.
Is there any. Do you know where she went after this?
I think that when you obtain the items I've requested, I will be more inclined to give you information.
Of course.
Is there anything else?
No, sir.
Good. Oh, and one more thing. I am a woman.
My apologies, ma'am.
He hits you on the back. I'm just fucking with you. Ah, you and you younger ones. You're always so too eager to apologize and please. He pats you on the back so hard you almost fall over.
You kind of Silas is kind of sweating a little bit because he has been nervous throughout the entire thing.
Lighten up, son. Lighten up. You're one of us. That means you're under protection. And as you kind of get acquainted with the boss here, Gillian, we are going with Genevieve. I was going to go with them next.
Okay.
Yep. So Genevieve, you want to go to a smith and library?
Yes.
All right. What do you? Oh, great. So for the smith, what kind of smith are you looking for exactly?
The smith I want to go to would be one with a forge where I can actually use and craft a.
So that would probably be in the market district. You would actually go to the Stone Hands Smithing and Weapon Shop.
Okay.
You would see a Furbolg smith there, actually. What can I do for you?
Hi. Do you mind if I use your?
Be charged. How long do you need and what you making?
I'm making a new weapon, and I think I'll need about a couple of hours.
10 gold.
Sure.
Hey, I recognize your accent. Dregnar, right?
Correct.
8 gold instead.
Oh, okay.
By the way, notably, a Furbolg would have been an enemy clan of yours. If you question him, he'll simply just say, war's over. War's over. We ain't fighting, and this ain't Dregnar.
Yeah, fair.
So, roll me a pistol check. What are you making again?
A pistol.
So, I will allow you to make the metal components for the pistol, because that's what you need for that. You can make the metal. So, roll me a pistol check to carve and, mold the metal that you have. This would be the last of your metals, by the way, that you have backstory-wise.
Okay.
13, I'd say that's enough. Like, you have an advantage because of the blueprints. I'd say that with the 22, I'd say that's enough to mold them.
Okay.
So you get the cylinders. Strange weapon.
Yeah, one of my own design.
Interesting. Well, can the gold and be on your way.
Right. I give him the gold.
All right. Thank you for doing business.
No problem.
If you're ever looking, if you ever want to come back, do so. Nice to see our fellow Dragonar here.
Of course.
All right. You said you also want to go to the library, I believe.
A library. Yep. A library.
So, I'm sorry.
I'm looking for a book on runes.
So you would probably find that in the education district in the outer section. You would probably find that in the Archivist Tower of Research and Learning, where you have a public library. What do you want to research about runes specifically?
Okay, whether or not okay. Genevieve was just learning runes before her village got attacked.
So you just kind of want to study up on just the basics of runes again.
Yes.
You as you enter, you would actually like one of the people at the front, like who would be like not busy, would actually be a dark-skinned halfling woman, with very well-kept hair, and she'll look at you. Oh, hi, welcome. What can I help you with today? What do you need?
Hello. I'm looking for a book on runes.
Certainly, we have a few runes. We have draconic runes, we have giant runes, we also have the ancient magic runes, though those would have to be for the archivists, which I don't believe you're a member, so unfortunately not that.
Nope.
So which kind?
Giant runes, please.
Ah, giant runes. Okay, I can take you to the knowledge we have on that. Though I must warn you, our knowledge is limited, as as Dragnar loves to keep its secrets and loves to keep the runes. But we do have a basic idea, though. You would need to be a Dragnar to know, like, to make sense of it.
Yes. Genevieve smiled and speaks in giant. Oh yes, I believe I should be fine with.
They do understand. They're like, huh? What?
My apologies. I'm from Dregnall.
Oh, well, okay, I guess that would make sense. Follow me. My name's Krissa, and by the way, like as she steps down, you know she's smaller than you. She's like 3'2". Like she's more like 2'7". Like she is a tiny little halfling. Looks to me
Yes,
like
actually.
teenager-ish, like like college age.
Nice to meet you. I'm Genevieve.
A pleasure. She escorts you to the Dragnar section, and she does pull out some runes. Okay, this is our only book on it, History of Runes. It's very light reading. Like, it's very light information. I never can make heads of it. So, do what you need. Also, and I would be here to help you, but unfortunately, I will be leaving as my duties as as what I am require me to go elsewhere. So, if you need anything, let me know.
Of course, thank you.
No problem. Or like my bad. Let me know in like the next 10 minutes. Otherwise, I will be out of here, and you'll have to find someone else.
Of course.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yep. This woman the Krissa looks to be of a scribe's attire, so it looks like she probably records information for the archivist here.
Yeah, fair. Genevieve sits down and goes about her reading.
All right. Roll me just a general investigation check.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, you're able to catch up on the basics of runes. The fact that you learn something, like, and you've heard of these rune knights. They evolve the crap beyond the simple carvings, and they're able to expand it to make all sorts of effects happen. You're able to understand this pretty well. I'm not gonna make you roll intelligence because you were already learning this, and runes are so central to your culture that it would make no sense for you not to understand this.
Yeah, fair.
But yeah, this helps you with your studies. And
Okay.
was there anywhere else you wanted to go?
No. The only two places I wanted to go was the library.
Okay. Yep. If like you wouldn't see Krista again because she would leave,
Mhm. Okay.
and I think that would probably be it for you. So,
Yeah.
Richard, we're gonna do you next. Then, last but not least, we're gonna do Bologna.
I'm
Okay.
gonna jump off then.
Yep. Let me know who you vote for the repeat. But anyways, so
Okay.
Sylvanas, what do you wish to do?
Sylvanas is first going to go to an herbalist,
Okay.
or a medicine shop, whichever one like
So
provides what I
so
need.
it depends on what you want. A medicine shop would be more of a clergy because there aren't really a lot of doctors. So it'd be a clergy or an herbalist. Which
I
do
want
you
to
want?
find Wolfsbane.
Wolfsbane, that would definitely be the herbalist and apothecary. Actually,
Okay,
it's
so
near where you
I
live.
mean-
The plant oil alchemist would be what you would be there.
okay, so yeah, I want to go find an herbalist to get Wolfsbane.
All right. As you enter, you would note a you would actually note a amethyst dragonborn in the shop.
Ooh.
Female, notably. Stands a good over 7 feet tall. Has more of these has more of these yellow eyes to them as they turn those floating gems around them. Uh, hello, hello. Welcome to the plant oil alchemist. How can I help you? How can I help you?
Hello, I am looking as Yashiraj adopts Sylvanas' original accent in populated areas. Hello, I am looking for Wolfsbane, if you have any.
Well, Spain. No, I don't. I don't have. I don't have that right now. That's actually really hard to make. I can make it for you, but it will take me a week to get. It is very hard to make. You're not hunting lichens, are you?
No,
No one was
no,
cursed because
but
if it's urgent, I'd recommend going to the clergy. They would have the spells to do that. I've just merely had the remedy to knock one out or just kill the curse within a day of it happening.
where would be the nearest clergy that would assist with that? I'm not from around here.
Well, hmm, the divine district has all sorts, so they're all really within each other. I guess it depends on what kind of god this person worships. They all can remove
I
curse, but I
do not.
think
I think it is quite complicated, as I do not know what god they worship. I was hopefully willing to have a deterrent against any possible future attacks.
ah
It is a three moon. It is
well
a land of three moons, after all.
well duh, it's our land. But if you're looking for a preventive measure, I can do it. But I'm not gonna lie, it is costly. Wolfsbane is very difficult to make, but it is possible. It would run you 200 gold though.
Lee.
It's a very rare item.
Ugh. All right, I appreciate that. Unfortunately, I don't have those funds now, and I know you don't have the means yet. But I do
Ah,
appreciate it.
I understand. I understand. Though, let me double check because I think you did get more gold from last session.
We did, but it's still not enough.
I think you got like 200 each, man.
Cody's gave me the amount 187.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah. Unfortunately, not enough. All
That's
right.
fine.
I mean, if you have anything to trade, if you got enough, I'm willing to. It's just be a matter of what you got.
Bro, don't get
Mm,
broke because of
That would, yeah, I would probably,
I mean, it depends if you have anything
go-
worth trading.
which not at the moment, no.
Then yeah, that's all you really do. Is there anything else you want to do within the city of Alyssum?
Yes. So I wanted to go to a library, if that's the case. Then at
All right.
least now there's a direction we can go for helping Bologna.
Same place, the archivist things. What do you want to research?
I want to research the Kingdom of Mysidia because
Oh, that's public information. You don't even need help to find that. Uh, basic
as
lore.
much as I can, considering that Sylvanas consistently prevents me from learning more.
So they're a very like chivalrous people. Like they're the stereotypical knights. Like think King Arthurian legend. If you're looking for basic lore, like this is a kid's fairy tale like level of what they have. So after the divergence, chaos was common in Mysidia. It like for a long time. Like the brigands and bandits were running the streets. No one could really stay safe. It was a horrible time. Eventually, a man of victorious Pendragon claimed the title of king, gathering knights that swore an oath to his crown, and they rode through the land, basically kind of ending the chaos, restoring order. And he claimed he was king because a sort of selection known as the Azure Crown was only able to be wielded by him. For
What it was
generation,
what was it called?
the Azure Crown,
The
the Sword of Selection, the Azure Crown.
Sword of Selection.
They eventually established the Kingdom of Mysidia and began training knights to defend the people. And then, order resumed, and brigands and bandits became a thing of the past. Monsters and stuff obviously existed, but the knights were trained in the oaths of particularly the sun goddess Gorishma, and became a beacon of light against this vile evil and darkness. In fact, the state religion is Gorishma, the goddess of the twin suns. Over time, the Pendragon name ruled for many years. The Oath of the Crown paladins, soon eventually called the Knights of the Crown, helped govern the individual territories and divided their stuff into different departments of the government. All right, let's get some lore. The 8 Holy Knights of the Throne consist of the Master of Justice and Court, the Master of Records and History, the Master of Internal Affairs, the Master of External Trade and Diplomacy, the Master of Coin and Currency, the Master of Law, the Master of Crafting Guilds, and the Master of Ships and Navy.
You'll have to send that to me because I cannot type that fast.
No, I understand. I'll send it. I'll put it in lore later.
Okay.
They don't have a current list of who's up there because this is basic information, and
Yeah.
obviously information is not as fast here. I'm just gonna put it like this: you're gonna need to do some more detailed research beyond a basic history and more recent tales because this is a basic history. The basic history, however, ends with a recent addition, like you can tell because the pages don't look as faded. Is that the most recent king, Richard Pendragon, was assassinated 4 years ago, like based on the date they gave. So 2 years within the age of New Dawn. And reports say that his 14-year-old daughter was the one who killed him. So currently the nation is without a king. As the Sword of Selection, the Azure Crown has not selected a new king. No one has been able to lift the sword.
Interesting.
Yep. The Pendragons had a reputation of being noble, and basic history shows the paladins who serve both not just the Holy Knights of the Throne, but also just those who serve, the local guard, average knights. They have slewed monsters from werewolves to dire wolves to owl bears. There's even an account, then I will give this basic history. There is an account where one of the Holy Knights actually slew a vampire who made their way onto their lands and killed them with the divine light of Garishma.
Okay, interesting.
The vampire was known as Count Vermoth, and the one who killed him was the current Master of Justice and Court, Holy Knight Varkath Dawnbringer. Apparently, by depictions, he is a silver dragonborn. Varkath Dawnbringer, master of justice in court. That's all you get with the basic information. All right, anything else?
Um, that should be it for now.
Yes.
But I
If
did
you're
get
looking
some
for
good
basic
information.
information, the people of Mysidia are typically farmers. They are guild merchants, sailors, because everyone in this world, like, sailing's a big occupation in this world. Go figure. Uh, Notably, like, you have their children aspire to be knights, grand heroes of the realm, that sort of thing. More they don't have really a system of classism. Like, rich nobility tend to not exist there, though when they do, they're oddly generous, which is a weird inconsistency for mortals as you know them. They typically tend to be greedy, prideful,
Yeah.
vanity-based creatures. So for them to be like that, it is weird. Now, of course, you have some corruption, but it's usually rooted out pretty quickly. In part, this is because this is a state run by a religion based on a good goddess of good. So greed and stuff like that really does not get you far there. All right. Is there anything else?
Okay. I think that'll be it for now. If there's anything else, I will DM you about it.
All right, and then finally, Bologna. You wish to go to a clergy of Jericho, if I'm correct.
Yes.
You would find that in the Divine District. There are plenty of people there, like plenty of worshippers giving praise to Jericho. There's plenty of clergymen, plenty of clerics. One who would stick out to you more of a hmm, would be more of a teal blue half elven man. Like, they're like teal blue with black hair. Looks to be a half moon elf.
A half moon elf?
Yeah, a half elf who is moon elf.
Okay. I will approach them and
They look to be in like
I will
holy
say,
robes with chainmail, so you can definitely tell like they're a paladin of some kind.
"Oh, hello there."
Yes. Are you here to offer praise to Jericho, god of the three moons?
Well, first of all, I want to say that you look super cool.
Thank you.
Okay. That out of the way. I'm just I'm just wondering a couple of things. More than offering my prayers, I guess I want to know if you could answer some curiosities that I have.
I'm always here to offer guidance to those who are lost, to provide Jericho's light to those who feel in the darkness. What is the matter?
Well, in a strictly academical paper that I'm writing, w- does this god he helps werewolves?
Common misconception. Jericho is not the god of werewolves, though he is worshipped by natural born lycans. Through Jericho's light, indeed the Lycan curse has been made, a blight caused by Demacon, Lord of Murder. However, natural born Lycans saw Jericho's light and sought to do good, and some of them have become paladins. So some natural born Lycans are indeed servants of Jericho, and they are seen as a natural born Lycan god as a result of it.
Okay. Wh- How does one determines whether or not they're natural born?
Well, a cursed were creature cannot control the transformation, nor seldom do they ever remember the transformation unless they embrace the wicked evil within, that lust for murder
Oh,
and pain. A natural born lichen, provided that they are taught, are able to control the transformation as they get older and train within it.
and how do who how then who can instruct them into this?
Typically, their parents, as well as just natural instincts, honing their
Oh,
skills. It takes a great deal of discipline and
oh,
restraint, a good self-introspection to control this.
oh. Okay.
Flash cut to
Well,
all of Flash cut to all of Bellona's impulsive moments.
yeah. Okay. Well, is there just another question? Is there a way to just stop, like get rid of it?
Well, obviously, for an unnatural lichen, for a cursed werewolf or were-tiger or anything, you simply need to cast a remove curse spell. A great restoration could do as well. However, for a natural born lichen, nothing short of magic that can alter the span of reality could change such a thing.
Okay. And who can cast this
Well,
spell?
to
Let's
my
say, for example, if you were to look for one right the heck now.
well, no one to I know of exists who can alter reality at such a level.
Okay. Okay.
You need a
What
wish
about
spell,
the
bud.
simple one? What about the simple? Let's just say that it's a curse.
Well, simply just cast remove curse upon the person, and they will be free of it.
Can you do it?
Me, well, let's see. Oh, yes, I'm once escaped paladin. Yes.
Okay. Cards on the table. There is. Can I inside this person real quick to see if they're like
They're not a
deal with
murder
it? This
hobo. They're not a murder hobo.
okay. So you may not know this. You may have not noticed this, but apparently I am a werewolf.
He's kind of taken aback by that because that's not normally a thing most people admit to so freely, especially in public place. In fact, if people say that, you say that, and some people are like, "Did you hear that? There's a werewolf. She's a werewolf," and a bit of a
No, no, no.
panic starts to come.
That,
Ladies and gentlemen, it's quite all right. I will take this person to the back and cure them. We have many clerics. We have another cleric who can help. If I cannot, please remain calm.
it's
And they take
so.
you to the back.
Oh my god! Did I screw up? I keep doing that.
I think you're back. All right. Well, no time like the present. How did this happen?
I was beaten. I was mauled real bad, and I gained powers. It was a long time
Wait.
ago.
You gained powers from a Lycan's bite.
Yeah, I got a sorcerer powers. Moon powers.
That's you are not cursed. You're born with this. Most Lycans do
Well,
not gain magic from their transformation. They only those who are naturally born can get that, but that's through development. The only
okay,
the only lineage that I know of that who would have had such power, at least the one I know of, is the legendary hero Jorval Heartstone.
okay. I think I do know about that a little bit.
Yes, Jorval was a legendary hero who fought alongside the man who would become the Dark Lord. He was a natural born Lycan, and he wielded great sorcerous power. It was him who defeated the Dark Lord and sealed him so long ago, well before the divergence.
So no other. Is this
He's the
like
most
a
famous. He is the most famous, but
okay?
that's the only
And
one I know of.
it's rare.
It's rare, but no Lycan born unnaturally can have magic powers. Ma'am,
Oh.
I'm afraid that if you speak truth, no one can cure you. You are a natural born
No,
lycan.
hold on. Don't. uh, Oh my god. Uh, can, so you can do anything about this?
No, if what you speak is true, if you can cast magic based on the powers of the moon, of Jericho himself, I
What
suppose.
about Jericho? What about, can I talk to him? Is there a way? You're a cleric.
No.
You
No,
can.
I mean, if you wish to commune with Jericho, you can perhaps pray, try to become a paladin or cleric of Jericho, but he is sealed within the moons he created to give light in the darkness of the night, as the legends tell. The only way for Jericho to hear you is for your devotion to be true and for you to train to be so devout.
Okay. I think I can do that.
Um, I'm sorry?
I I I really do need a way to keep it, to keep it under
Ma'am,
control.
are you asking me to train you to be a paladin or cleric of Jericho?
I don't really know about that. I just I just want to know that I have some protection.
Okay, out of game, are you asking to be trained as a paladin?
No.
Because yeah, I was gonna say like the only way you're talking to Jericho is through prayer. You need to be a paladin or cleric to like get an
Or
actual
actually, no,
answer.
no. Honestly, she doesn't even like, she learned about Jericho like 2 days ago, so
No, no,
she
you learned
doesn't
about
like have it.
Jericho. You learned about Jericho in the childhood. If you
Yeah,
recall,
yeah,
that was
yeah,
like
yeah.
a fairy tale. Or my bad, not Jericho. My bad. Sorry, Jorval. I was thinking Jorval. Yeah, no, you learned about
Or both,
Jericho
yeah.
a few days ago.
So she doesn't have it like a conviction to that. She just wants a desperately like, I need something.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, ma'am. What was your name?
Bellona,
Bellona. Well,
Bellona
unfortunately,
Stone,
Bellona.
Bellona Hearthstone.
Listen, I do not know your circumstances, but if what you have told me is true, you are a natural born lycan, and there is not anyone I know of alive who can undo what has been given to you at birth. The only way you can do this is maybe if you can ask for the power of the god, but you would need to prove such devotion to him to be granted such a task. Favors of the
Oh,
divine are not given so freely. I'm afraid there is nothing we can do except for you to not see the full moon. Perhaps you can learn how to control it through practice, but I am sorry. Now, natural born lichens are not persecuted in this city. In fact, they are welcome.
oh,
So you are not you're not in any danger of the god or any of the divine orders. But if you do
oh well.
hurt anyone, then
That's,
of course you'll be treated like any other vagrant or murderer.
and we, and I'm sorry because I know you're like a holy man. Can we pretend that you actually cured me?
I mean, I will do so to avoid panic, but my
Yeah,
lady,
yeah. I
but
promise. I
ma'am,
have it under control.
but
I have friends, and they can
roll
help me.
persuasion on that one.
Okay. I think my persuasion is good.
You're a charisma caster. You're able to be good at this. He will not.
17.
If there was a full moon last night, so if nothing happened, then I will trust these friends of yours. However, if you do seek a way to remove this, I'm afraid your only path is to turn to this worship. Now,
The what?
to worship, basically saying the only way for you to get the
Okay,
favor
okay.
of God for something like this is divine, worship and acts of heroism and service to Jericho. Because like he generally does not know of any way to cure a natural born lichen, and honestly there's like a debate if it's even a cure or just a change. But
Okay. Well,
I'm afraid that's all I can do for you.
thank you. You've done a lot for me. Thank you. It's
All
just
right,
that
good.
I I don't know. I just thought that I guess I was being silly. I thought that I could simply communicate with one of them
Well,
gods. That is
gods are
ridiculous.
gods. I mean, there are plenty of stories of them in mortal form, but to be given such favor, it isn't done to anyone, no matter the circumstances. To earn such a divine intervention, it must be done through acts worthy of such a notion. Were everyone who were to pray be granted their prayers, it would be untold chaos and anarchy.
I understand. Yeah,
I know
makes sense.
it is a cruel thing to say. I acknowledge the cruel nature of what I am about to say, but divine intervention is given to those who are worthy, to those who have proven themselves.
Well, I guess that answered my questions. Thank you very much.
I am sorry I cannot be of more assistance. If your path does lead you to want to go through such worship, devotion, and go through such trials and tribulations, I can try to see what I can do for you. But other than that, I'm afraid that you'll simply need to learn how to control this. And if you do
Yes.
wish to talk about this and with your friends, if I'm not here, simply ask for. Simply ask for. Give me a sec, because I have to get the name. Ask for Saric. Sarick.
Repeat that, please.
Sarick.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that. I guess that's it. Thank you very much.
Yep, you're
And
let out.
yeah,
Like
please.
he is like she's cured. The cat spell was cast on her. Like he actually does cast a spell on you before you leave, so he doesn't get caught in a lie because it's actually a sin to lie with this faith. Like, she's not a
This just
werewolf,
doesn't
which
do anything.
everything she has said is true.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I will just I will be like, oh, I'm cured. Thank you very much, and just walk away, speed walk.
Mm-hmm. All right, the day goes by. For all of you, you've gotten a feel for this city. Definitely a city with multiple races. In fact, this is the most like this is probably one of the few cities most of you have seen where there are not a majority of humans.
Hmm.
A city hovered by the floating gems of the chandelier, where you have learned, where you have come to know some people, and you have gained some new quests and paths forward, and options to consider, as well as, of course, a shirt and pants, as that's for tonight's session.
Shirt and pants. I love it.
Bye,
Well,
everybody.
Bye.
bye.